For weekly pro wrestling news, AEW news, WWE news, independent wrestling news, it's the X Factor, the hottest pro wrestling news show with the one and only Professor X.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, yours truly, Professor X. Also got with me my brothers, Rock and Reese from the Heels for Life podcast, and also my boy, GQ Black Z Fighter. What's up, fellas?
What's going on? How you doing?
All right, and tonight we're going to talk about. I'm pretty sure all of us in the audience saw AEW's All Out this past weekend. Awesome show, awesome wrestling from start to finish. 15 matches. I stayed up late to watch the whole thing. Even though I had to go to work in the morning, I had to watch that. I had to see it. But after coming off a good show, it seems to me that there's always somebody that's gonna, put a damper on things. Somebody, that shouldn't happen. But somebody who's in the company, who's a top guy, who just won the belt for the second time after being stripped the first time. He has a habit of shooting off his mouth. I understand being angry and being shooting, but if you're gonna shoot for the right reasons. You know what I mean? And this is just my opinion. You shoot if you have issues, maybe with management or here.
In his case, the EVPs.
Yeah, either here nor there. Yeah, it was EVPs or and I understand because basically they've done it in WWE, but of course in over there it's been legitimate shoots for good reasons. But this guy, I think and I'm talking about, of course, we're talking about everyone's beloved Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk, the so-called straight edge superstar. Okay, if you really got that kind of serious heat, I would have kept it off camera and just confront them in private about it, or have a special meeting just in private, off the air, behind closed doors, off camera. But this motherfucker just, he's gotten out of hand. I mean, he's really gotten out of hand. He buried his coworkers and called. And I remember in the audio, of course, I'm not gonna play it. I can't play it because it will probably get flagged. But I would play it. But we all saw it. He basically buried basically all the top guys on the roster. Hangman Page to the Elite, like I said, the EVPs, aka the EVPs, and of course his former friend Colt Cabana, which he brought up. We all know about that, but Colt Cabana hasn't been on there for a long time. He was regulated or devoted to Ring of Honor in favor because that's what Tony Khan did. And of course, as you saw, Tony Khan sitting there beside him, couldn't get a word in, being cut off. It's almost like CM Punk was his boss. Tony Khan, you need to grow a spine and take control and tell your boy there are times in life to shut the fuck up. But of course, CM Punk, but personally to me, I believe his mouth wrote a check his ass can't cash. Of course, one of the first things that happened says, Punk went off on the rumors that have circulated in recent weeks. Punk said that EVP's company have spread lies about him, and he had nothing to do with Scott Colton no longer appearing on AEW TV. I disbelieve that too, because I know he says he doesn't want to have fuck all to do with him. Yeah, he's going to say that to save face, but behind the scenes off camera, Punk has clout, because of his star power, and of course, where did the star power come from? It came from WWE and Vince McMahon. Even though basically he had heat with them, and especially with son-in-law and Stephanie, as we all know. But he says then he went into details on what happened between him and Cabana during the lawsuit against WWE and why Punk stopped paying Cabana. Of course, after that, he mentions EVPs. Of course, he mentions Hangman. And says Hangman jeopardized AEW's first 1 million gate, a double or nothing. We had that. Then, of course, after he left the podium, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega came to confront him. But of course, we all know the different versions of that story there. They walked in, somebody, I think somebody was sitting down with CM Punk's dog. Some lady was there sitting down with the dog, keep the dog safe. Of course, Punk's trainer bit Kenny Omega in the head or bit his hair he threw a chair and hit Matt Jackson in the eye. And of course, Punk apparently threw a few punches. That's basically the gist of it. But of course, there's different versions. One side says the other side started it. The other side, of course, says Punk started it. Of course, I believe Punk was the aggressor. But no matter now, all parties are suspended. But see, the key word suspended. But see, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega could get fired. But of course, CM Punk should be fired. But he's suspended because he's still a top guy and he was the champion. And think about this, Punk, that title has been stripped from Punk twice now within a month. And for one, he came back too damn soon from the injury, so he shouldn't have been in the ring in the first place anyway. But he came back, and basically that whole fiasco overshadowed the return of MJF, which is what everybody should have been talking about. Because you notice in Chicago, MJF took all his babyface cheers, took all the pops. He came out and it's almost like Punk was an afterthought right off the bat. And I'm like, God damn, okay. So who wants to go first on their thoughts? Reese, you want to go first, or Q? You want to go first?
I'll defer to Q.
Man, there's so many conflicted stories going in and out about this situation. It's ridiculous. It's like on one end you hear Punk was the aggressor, then the other stories you hear the Young Bucks super kick party, the door down. it just all around just crazy and nuts. And all parties are at fault. And if the Bucks of Kenny and them are going spreading rumors to the dirt sheets, then good. They got called out. But that, this wasn't the time to do all that, to put all the dirty backstage, issues out in front, because it made the company look bad, really bad. And shit, Tony Khan is no better either. So it's just crazy.
Well said. You're right. Reese, your turn.
As much as people don't like Vince, there was one thing that people did respect him, is that you knew that his word was law, whether you liked it or whether you didn't like it. And trust me, most of us didn't like it, but here's the thing, that at the end of the day, Vince knew how to take charge, and it was like, if somebody was getting too out of hand, he knew how to put them in ultimate check. And that's something Tony Khan needs to learn how to do, because I understand that you want to be on good terms with all your employees, but here's the difference. At some point, you got to learn when to be assertive, when to be a boss, because that is your role. You are the man in charge of that company. And even though, Kenny and the Bucks, they're the ones that really formed the company. You even got to hold them three in check more than anybody, because, they may be the executives, but they're also in-ring talent, and they've got to know, that when something's going on, y'all three need to be the ones that I turn to help keep things in order, but making sure y'all don't let your own egos get out of check. And unfortunately, this is kind of what happened. And shockingly enough, this is a big reason why Cody Rhodes left AEW, because Tony was kind of taking on too many hats at one time. Kenny and the Bucks, they were too busy putting themselves over. Well, all right, Cody may have been winning it a little too much for some fans liking, but at least he was trying to get people over, even while doing it. And as far as Punk goes, same, different company, same story. And it was like, I was hoping them 7 years would have made Punk chill a little bit, but I don't know. CM Bitch returns, and there he goes again, feeling disgruntled because, his push isn't going the way he was hoping it would go. And it was like, at some point, Phil Brooks need to look at Phil Brooks and wonder, hey, yeah, what exactly did I do in this situation that kind of not making me connect here?
That's a good point. I also look at it like this. CM Punk is getting old, and the 7 year, even though he was out 7 years, he tried UFC. He lost only 2 fights, so basically his stock went down. See, and then Dana White never brought him back. So that was right there a kind of a down period for him too. So, but now to come back to wrestling and come back in this fashion, yeah, I think even when you come to AEW, you out 7 years. And I remember the night he debuted, they showed some fan crying like he was Jesus coming back, and to me that was so sad that all these fans believe in this man, and this man doesn't give a shit about his fans. He doesn't give a shit about the wrestlers. I remember that tweet that people have been posting about how you say you're supposed to help your coworkers and look out for them and everything. Yeah. He does not practice, or he preaches something he doesn't practice. Basically, he doesn't practice what he preaches, and he probably never did. I think he only practice what he preaches when it's good for him, and that's it. When he's been put over. Now you notice Moxley came out with that promo, that Wednesday night, and basically, he threatened to fight MJF, and then did a promo putting over AEW in the title. That I was in that promo. I was hoping he would do it, shoot himself, but I think probably the discretion is the better part about it, because I'm pretty sure AEW doesn't want their wrestlers doing any more shoots now. You know what I mean? There's enough shoots, so he kept quiet. So, and the thing is, the announcers or nobody even mentioned Punk, and they even took Punk off the video intro.
Yeah,
which is right there.
Yeah, Punk and Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, they took them all off the intro. I would have taken the Punks and the Young Bucks off the intro, but like I said, I don't believe a lot of it was their fault. I believe basically you let an ego in the door that basically doesn't know how to stay in check. And the thing is, he's had a bad foot, now he's got a torn tricep. He's getting old. He needs to retire. And the thing is, he's going to be out now 8 months. You know what? I would WCW him, send him a FedEx saying your services are no longer needed. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I don't want him to come back. I was first thing when I saw the article about him possibly getting fired or suspended, I was like, I hope his ass is gone, because he has become like basically what Nash and the Click became in WCW and TNA. They became he has become a cancer to the company and in the locker room. And even look at this, Natalya Neidhart has gotten in on the fun now. She tried to make a tweet. She took a shot at him as her trying to make herself look, saying this is her assistant Bob, but it wasn't. It was her about about everything. I'm like, okay, I think she or he needs to stay out of it. So saying you work over here in WWE, keep your mouth shut. This business doesn't pertain to you. So I'm just saying, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up because I saw it the other day on my phone. Oh yeah, here's something else. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I got it right here. It's one of the newest articles. It says okay, on the phone I found the tweet, but on the site on my desktop here, it seems like it doesn't want to post. But
yeah, one thing we really have to put out there is people who already hate CM Punk are gonna just feel up what type of way they feel about him. And ain't nothing gonna change it. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, but you don't know what. And I was kind of bringing this up for my boy Hill earlier. I was like, it's the one part of this that I find total bullshit. How did Christopher Daniels, Michael Nakazawa, and Brandon Cutler, who were all trying to break up the fight, why did they get suspended?
Who knows? They may have took their shots in too. Shit, you never know. They're being so tight-lipped about it right now. Ain't no telling.
All right, Zargon is in the chat. Zargon, if you listen, I sent you the link. Hold on, I'm going to go back to Facebook real quick.
Plus, let's not pretend the elite isn't on no ego trip either. They put themselves over in this tag team trios tournament, which I was fucking pissed about. If anybody deserved to win that tournament, it was either the Best Friends or the Death Triangle or House of Black.
Yeah. Now the Death Triangle wind up getting the belts anyway. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking at first, by the way it was going, Yeah, I thought it was going to be like Death Triangle House of Black, but then when Miro wound up coming, but then I kind of had a feeling that that they wanted to sell that whole deal between Osprey and Omega, so they were gonna do the um Bucks and them versus United Empire, and
which was a good
semifinal.
match, but you still putting yourself over, especially the
Yeah,
Young Bucks. They are no good. You know, they supposed to be managing the tag team division, but they don't want to lose to nobody.
Well, there you go. Well, henceforth,
outside of the
go ahead.
yeah, outside of the Lucha Brothers last year, but that was about it.
Well, there you go. See,
Like,
so
wasn't they supposed to face the FTR at this pay-per-view? What happened to that?
They were trying to set that up, but then I don't know what wound up happening. And I know like Matt's been like, well, Matt's back history's been more than noted. But I'm like, in that situation, I wouldn't even had them win the ladder match against Jurassic Express.
They booked themselves to be a 2-time champion. Shit, but for Jurassic Express, man. I don't know. They could have lost to another established tag team.
Okay, yep, that's true. Yeah. Now, did you see where Malachi Black said goodbye, and so they finally granted him they granted him an unconditional release.
Yeah, he's taking a mental break.
Yeah. Now I wonder if his marriage is on the rocks too. But okay, look, I got that link that link on my phone here because of some reason the desktop doesn't post or doesn't show everything for some reason. But here you go from at Nighty by Nature. This is Bob. Miss Knothart hasn't sued anyone in this match, and she's also locker room leader. For some reason, she was eating a muffin when she dictated this message to me. Bye. Okay, that's a reference to, remember when CM Punk was eating his little muffins or pastries, saying, go to this place here in Chicago, one of the greatest places in Chicago to eat pastries. Okay, that's great. That's of course, that press conference isn't a real press conference. It's a fake it's a fake press conference because that's why it's called media scrum. Because see, if that was a real actual press conference with real reporters, he couldn't cuss like that because he was cursing up a storm. The F all,
it was real that time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Think about this. All them reporters would just probably just walk out.
Oh man, did you see the class of the Castle press conference? Now that looked completely fucking fake. It didn't even look natural at all.
I missed that. The show was bad enough, so I missed that. But I'll try to find that on YouTube somewhere, or if you want to link me to it.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, you know what? And even if that was a real press conference, they probably still would have wound up cussing. But the only thing was Tony probably wouldn't have fined him as much. Like if, like say the NFL would, or like the NBA, because Lord knows, like depending on somebody be losing or whatever, they'll let one or two fly.
There you go. But also let's go to the physicality of the details. Says boxing, MMA, pro wrestling reporter Steve Muehlhausen reports that Matt and Nick Jackson confronted Punk about what he said, and then punches were thrown by Punk to at least one of the Young Bucks members. This was all happening as Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee were taking questions from the media. At one point during the scrum, you can see in the background security sprinting out of the room, apparently after being alerted to what was happening between Punk and the Bucks. So, like I said, this got real serious, and now there's even a legal investigation, criminal charges being filed because of assault. And even last Wednesday, they announced that Punk was at home in Chicago. Stay your ass at home. Don't come back. So, and also, guys, the Young Bucks have sent feelers out to WWE. Wow. Now, if you drive the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and they're even saying that Triple Bitch would welcome them with open arms. I'm sure he would, because he would love to take AEW's elite from them.
Well, they already got
and bury
Cody,
them
so.
and bury them, have them all lose to fucking the Usos, New Day, and Roman Reigns.
Bingo. And see, I'm pretty sure Reese would agree with me on this. Anybody from AEW major goes to WWE, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to be in NXT for like months, years, and even if you get called up to the main roster, Vince McMahon or no Vince McMahon, it's not going to end well. Triple H right now is getting lucky because he's bringing all the budget cuts back, and the fans are liking it, and he's letting them have creative control. Okay, that's great, but how long can that last? Because if you let some people have creative control and others not, there's still gonna be problems because people are still gonna have problems because okay, why are these guys getting So it's like again, it's favoritism. It's not Vince favoritism, but now it's Triple H favoritism because most of these guys were Triple H created guys. So Triple H and Vince McMahon are no different. One's just same as the others. It's just one's taking over because the other one couldn't keep his pants up. When it came to the paralegals, of
I'll
course.
say there is one difference between Triple H and Vince is that Triple H won't change characters if they're working. Is like, yeah, because like for the most part, yeah, he let Nakamura stay the same, like he was probably was from New Japan, but of course Vince had to screw that up. Yeah, he pretty much all except for the name change. Yeah, except for like name changes, he let KO stay the way he was down at NXT. He let Balor stay the same. Of course, like I said, the only real difference other than the name changes because Balor was the same way he was like in New Japan that he was in NXT. So it's Kevin Owens and a couple others. But it was like the Triple H would be like he wants these guys to still be the roughly the I can't think of the word now. Basically, whatever they were on the indie scene, he just wants to bring a bigger presentation of that, like while they were up on NXT or the main roster or whatnot.
Okay. All right. We want to welcome to the show Brother Zargon, or now tonight known as Mr. TikTok, Mr. TikTok Thought. What's going on, man?
I'm good. The reason why I put that is because I've been thoughting it up on TikTok. I've been making all this damn content. For some reason, and I need to go on a tangent. I know I just come in here and I'm starting my shit already.
No, go
Can
ahead,
somebody
brother.
explain to me why the fuck is it so much easier for me to get my content out there on TikTok than it is on YouTube? That shit makes no sense. I see so many people. I see people who are way bigger than me struggle on YouTube to put their content, but they go on TikTok, they go on Instagram, Facebook, and their stuff is like blooming in numbers. So yeah, I got a major problem with that. I'm just gonna put that out there.
That's because TikTok love to steal black content creators' ideas and shit.
Oh well, see now that you dropped that knowledge on me, I'm never gonna touch TikTok. I think they can have that.
Yeah, that was a whole like little a fucking like little boycott like a year ago or something.
I didn't know about that. I just started recently, so yeah.
Yeah. All right, real quick, I want to send shout outs to the chat. Sherman Scott, welcome. What's up? What's up, Bronze Bird, brother Bronze? So, Mr. TikTok, the CM Punk fight in the meltdown. We want to get your thoughts now because we've been talking about it and we've been chopping it up with it. So, please, sir, let it rip.
Wait, CM Punk had a fight?
No, he got into a fight because I'm pretty sure you saw the YouTube audio scrum, the media thing he did after he won the title, where he buried.
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't seen anything. I wanted to come with a fresh mind, so
okay, well, you know what?
All right. So, is it one of those where he's having a shouting match, or is actually fist thrown?
No, it's not. It's not fake. No, what it is after he won the title, All Elite, All Out. Like I said, I'm linking to the video. It's out there. AEW was doing one of their, after media pressures like WWE does. Tony Khan was sitting right beside him. But CM Punk went off into a rant. He buried the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. He talked about Colt Cabana again. And he buried Hangman Page. I mean, he literally buried him. He said about a guy he doesn't give a F all about. He called them pricks. He says pricks should be EVPs. all that stuff. And after he left, those EVPs pricks confronted him in his dressing room. Came in his room and to confront him. He threw a punch, and like CM Punk said, that old guy, his trainer, he bit Kenny Omega and pulled his hair. But CM Punk, but also the guy, I think, threw a chair and hit one of the Bucks in the eye with a chair. And CM Punk threw some punches. All of them got suspended, and now there's a legal investigation going on. So, and plus, CM Punk was injured again. He now has in addition to his torn foot or broken foot, that's not fully repaired. He has a torn tricep. So now he's going to be out for 8 months. I say good riddance, don't come back. So.
Man. Okay, first and foremost, okay, just from that.
Yeah.
All right, what is CM Punk known for throughout his entire wrestling career?
Bitching and crying and moaning.
Exactly. And that's what he does best, and that's what he's doing right now. So him doing that, he's basically, that's the only traction he can get is when he says controversial things. That's the only way people pay attention to him. We all know is him just being selfish. It's nothing new with CM Punk, which is one of the reasons I stopped being a fan of CM Punk long ago. But I always got heat for it, especially on my old channel. Oh my God, I still get hate to this day in regards to my CM Punk videos that I used to make back in the day. But CM Punk is doing a controversial thing because he know that's his bread and butter. So, I mean, and what's the rating for AEW?
Yeah, over 1 million.
No. I'm not talking about the ratings, like ratings. I mean, like, what are they rated as? You know how WWE is like PG and stuff like that?
TV 14.
TV 14.
Yeah, exactly. So that's right up that alley. So you can put some realism into storyline. You can put realism. We all know Tony Khan is a fanboy. I mean, it's obvious, but I mean, if they can take real life situations and add it to, AEW's, stories, it makes compelling TV. That's one of the reasons why they've been able to, get past 1 million for like a little bit, maybe.
Which makes
because all of this controversial TV. I mean, that's CM Punk's bread and butter. So CM Punk is using what the fans want to see him do is bitch, moan, complain, talk about how, life ain't fair. My dog died yesterday. Fuck everybody. If it's not about me, then, fuck it. That's all he's been known for. So I don't know why everybody's acting surprised. And the whole thing with him and Colt Cabana, I mean, I still don't know what's going on with that whole situation. But I mean, CM Punk is still hurt about his time in WWE. So if he's still hurt about that, anything he says at this point shouldn't surprise any of us. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true and very well said. Now, me personally, I don't have a problem with somebody shooting, but if it's but as long as it's for the right reasons. If you guys a legitimate beef to shoot on, which most wrestlers have a lot of times, and they're good, Those are legitimate shoots, and they have good gripes. But he had his issues with them now are so deep, it shouldn't have been on the air. They should have kept it. I was telling recent at the top of the show. All of this should have been kept off camera and private. They should just went in private and hashed it out in private. No, hash it out, talk, shake hands, and then say, "Hey, let's get this money and let's put on a good show in the future." But no, he had to make a spectacle.
All of that stuff can happen afterwards,
right?
Despite the fighting and all that, that shit can happen afterwards. Because the reason why I'm gonna go there is look at the whole Edge and Matt Hardy situation. That's all I'm gonna say. Real life shit that got in real heat. But they managed to make it work to actually coexist with each other and actually make compelling TV. So they can still make it work now. It's just that they have to coexist basically and, have some professionalism. I mean, anybody could do it. It's just, are these guys willing to do it? Are they willing to put those egos aside? I mean, because before, AEW was known as this go-lucky company. Now, there's drama brewing, and then now everybody's acting surprised. I mean, in any kind of organization or profession that you're in, there's always going to be drama. There's always going to be, he said, she said, rumors, all of that. They just playing into, the world of reality, and, Good on AEW for doing that. They trying to make compelling TV. They trying to make reality TV. They trying to make TV more realistic instead of the, the cookie cutter typical stuff that we're used to seeing. So if this is drama that's going to get them ratings, going to get them viewership, people buying pay-per-views and stuff like that, I say go for it. I'm going to be honest. Even though everybody should know that, I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, CM Punk. Colt Cabana's all right, but still, if they can do that and get people to get their eyes on a TV, I'm all good with it.
I hear what you're saying. I just think when it's something that when issues are that deep, and even with the Matt Hardy, Edge, and Lita, see, that was Vince McMahon putting it out there, not them. Vince McMahon did that. Now Matt Hardy might have got along with it because he wanted to make a Lita look bad, which probably worked because she was a bit face, and then they started cheering her. I remember when that promo, and I think it was out somewhere in Madison Square Garden in New York somewhere, where she was wearing Trish because Trish was the heel, and Trish was telling the crowd, "Don't call her a slut." And I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." So now it was too late. It was the cat's already out of the bag. So they just turned
because fans are assholes. Yeah. Fans are assholes. I mean, okay. All right, I'm about to get myself in trouble right now. I mean, look at the Queen. The Queen just passed, and how many people been celebrating that bitch's death?
Whoa.
Myself included. I made like 3 videos on her already. Like, come on. Us fans, us people, we're assholes. This is just how we're wired. This is just how we are. It is what it is.
I don't blame the fans. You just can't blame the fans. It's just,
No, I'm not blaming the fans. I'm just saying that's just how they are. They don't
part of the reason why shit gets heated.
Of course, because fans are assholes. They don't give a fuck. I mean, look at sports. Sports fans are the worst. Anime fans are the worst. Like wrestling fans are the worst. We're all the worst. It doesn't matter where you're at. We're all the fucking worst. Too.
Yeah. And speaking of anime, you just mentioned anime. We know a group of bastards that me and you have had some trouble with, Zargon. And you know what I'm talking about, don't you? A certain group of bastards. You know who I'm talking about.
I didn't know they did anime, but I'm just saying every organization, community all got their bullshit. So I take the good and the bad.
Yeah. Well, one of them did a video on you. Remember? Because you sent me the link. I know the guy is the very sad, slow autistic boy. I can mention his name, but I'll tell you. But I said you'll remember, like I said. But anyway, get back on wrestling. The fans can be a problem, but I'm saying the fans got heated because they sided with Matt Hardy. But now, as it pertains to this was just way out of control. I just think Phil. I'm gonna call him Phil Brooks now. I'm gonna call him Phil Brooks. Phil Brooks got out of hand. Oh, and here's another thing, Zargon, you didn't see. They posted this too. Tony Khan tried to intervene and say something, but CM Punk kept cutting him off. And basically, he made Tony Khan look like a little bitch. And the thing is, I think Tony Khan
is a little bitch.
Yeah, because look,
I mean,
one of my boys in the PW Hustle said, one of my boys in the PW Hustle said, A-Track Brown, shout out to the Hustle and A-Track Brown. He said Tony Khan is a cokehead. I believe it because if you look at him, his face, his eyes, and his face look.
Oh, that shit is obvious.
I believe he does.
You could tell that. I believe that too.
He does, some nose candy here and there. So
you can tell.
I'm pretty sure he's probably did a whole bunch after this because he had, just to probably calm his nerves after what happened. So,
bro, his nose gonna be as big as Triple H's, as much coke as he do. Please, I believe that shit.
I don't know. Well, that's kind of big. I don't know if it's that big, but because Triple H's nose is pretty big. His nose is big. I'm surprised it used to fit up his father-in-law's ass.
Say, like, they'll be like that Christian and Ric Flair. It'll be like that that little freestyle Christian did with about Christian and Triple H and Ric Flair said 28 titles between them and the world's longest news.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was good.
Oh shit, Christian. Okay. Christian's one of my favorites. So
Christian. Yeah, Christian's golden. Yeah, he's golden. Speaking of Christian, Luchasaurus is now full blown heel for real now after that pay-per-view. He turned on Jungle Boy. So where that goes, I'll never know.
Jungle Boy is still in the company?
Yeah, he's still in the company. Yeah.
I'm actually shocked.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like him?
Actually, no, it's not that I don't like him. I'm just actually shocked he's still with the company.
Nah, man, because like now they're pretty much now he's gonna be one of them dudes getting a solo shot down because crowds have always loved him. Like even when he was jobbing or at least jobbing on Dynamite and then like getting wins on Dark or whatever, but crowds have definitely been into him. And now that he's actually starting to get a little more effective on the mic, like he's still got some work to do there, but he's got.
Of course, anybody can improve. To be honest, anybody can work on improvement.
Yeah,
I know one person at AEW that needs to improve on their mic work, but I like that person, but they need to work on it.
Oh. But I was like, yeah, Jungle Boy, yeah, he's been. There's a reason they called him one of the pillars, and like, yeah, he's definitely gonna like handle things with Luchasaurus first, and then he's gonna somewhere along the line get his rematch with Christian, and then after that,
good.
yeah, TNT champion.
I mean, if they put the title on him and he's, people like him, I don't see an issue with it. Let me close my door because my son is doing the absolute most.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
Yeah, he's up. I was giving him and his sister a bath. I had to give him a bath individually, so I'm over there trying to do that, and I'm like, oh shit, I seen your message, so I was like, let me get on because my wife, she's doing laundry real quick, so I wanted to get them washed up.
Oh, guys, also on Dynamite, when MJF came back into a promo, this is before Mouse got in the ring, where he said the 2024 bidding war over him. Did you hear his comments when he said
up right when he left off?
Yeah. Look,
I hope he got paid.
Well, yeah, he's getting paid, but look at this. He came out as babyface. He had on a Josh Allen jersey, and he was all nice here. But then when Mox came in the ring, he said, "Okay," he said his greatest hero was Triple H. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Now he went there. Now I got a warning for MJF. I've said before, MJF, during that bidding war, if you take the bid from Stamford, Connecticut, and you go there, your character, your whole persona will die. Just to give you a warning. It's not what you think.
Gonna get away with all the custom that he do. He can't get away with all the custom he do on AEW.
No, he won't be MJF. He could be something totally different. He'll be. I mean, it'll be the person physically, but mentally and verbally, no. MJF is gone because he can't be who he can't do what he wants because he'll probably be in NXT.
Of course, they're gonna nerf him. They're gonna nerf him like no tomorrow.
No, yeah.
I mean, look at how many other guys was something in other companies, and then they went to WWE and just WWE did nothing with them.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Raven.
Well, look who.
Yep.
Look who did it. Vince.
Yeah, just name a few.
Laurinaitis. Yeah, they all neutered him.
Yeah,
they all neutered him.
It's embarrassing.
It is, and like I said, see, MJF true fans are going to see that. See, and all he'll be doing is becoming another statistic like others, like Maya Yim. You see what happened to her. Basically, they started what they call.
What's she doing? Last I heard, she was on Impact.
Yeah, I'm saying, remember how she's been wrestling for like over 10 years? She was in Shimmer, and then she made an appearance at the Mae Young Classics. You notice the Mae Young Classics have not gone down for years now. They've only had like 2 of those, and they disappeared. So Triple H isn't much on women's wrestling, but she came to WWE. It was NXT for months and months and years. Came to the main roster for 1 match and lost to Dana Brooke and disappeared ever since. Remember she became something in Retribution. She came out as a stupid character in Retribution, and you never saw her again. So
she was part of those budget cuts.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's gonna forgive WWE for that whole Retribution thing. Nobody's gonna give WWE for that. So yeah, that's something that WWE messed up.
She found out the hard way, like everybody else. She called it a dream. Yeah, basically now this is what Chris from Hills Life would say. Shout out to Chris from Hills Life. Shout out to the Hills Life podcast. He basically called Maya Yim an Instagram hoe, which is basically a kind of in a way in conjunction is kind of what she is, because all she mostly does is if she's not on Twitch, she's posting pictures on Instagram, whether it be wrestling gear or sexy, long bikini.
I think I follow her on Twitter. I don't think I follow her on Instagram.
I follow on Instagram. You know,
There
I
might
mean,
be a Twitter.
Cause I don't be on it. I'll be on Instagram, but I don't be on it enough. Like I'll post pictures. I may see a couple photos on my timeline and like it, but for the most part, I'm not on Instagram like that.
I like
Yeah.
seeing her. I like seeing her and Shelton Benjamin go bury each other on social media. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, that shit is funny. That
That's
shit
funny.
is
Yeah,
actually
and the
funny.
thing is,
I
yeah,
love it. I love it.
yeah, you know that's funny. And the thing is, they're best friends. But you know, as far as the thing is as far as her all the posing she does on Instagram. Now, this is what Chris says. You know,
Oh yeah, oh, yeah.
well, Chris knows this.
Let me get on. Let me get on you real quick. Let me get on you real quick about that. About the whole Twitter thing, yo. Why you be going in on Zia Lee, yo? Why you be violent? Yeah, shit, yo.
Hey, look, I got to because Zia Lee is just a victim, just like she is.
Violating her shit, yo.
No,
She be looking good too, but I'm like,
she ain't
damn,
going nowhere.
yo.
And look, if that tweet I read, oh yeah, Zerg, I'm reading the tweet again. Look at this. Natty's getting in on the fun with CM Punk. She tried to make people think that it was her assistant Bob. Okay, you have an assistant called Bob. Okay, which you need is quick question, Natty. What the hell do you need assistance with? I got an idea what you need. I have an idea what you need assistance with. You need assistance with a plastic surgery. Stop trying to be black or trying to and stop, Botox on your lips, and try and please stay out of the tanning salon.
Mandy Rose is my favorite person of color on television right now.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Mandy Rose is black. Oh, please. Yeah, okay. That's real funny. Okay, that's real funny.
Yo, X.
Go ahead.
I got one more for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, if anybody caught SmackDown during the Fatal 5-Way with the women.
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, Jair Cole, hold on, let me see if I got the question. Okay. Ronda Rousey has been disciplined internally, the results of which will not be made public. Sources told me WWE official Adam Pearce has gotten carried away. He's aired the dirty laundry publicly, hence the reason this investigation has been taken behind the scenes. End quote.
They deserve it. AEW deserve that. They do.
Also, what you just read, that was a shot at AEW.
Yep. Yeah, he literally said it on commentary.
Yeah.
Friday on SmackDown.
Yeah, but
hey, if it gets the people talking, I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me.
No, but Zargon, listen to this. This is what came from Natty's Twitter. This is Bob. Miss Neidhart hasn't sued anyone in this match, and she's also locker room leader. For some reason, she was eating a muffin when she dictated this message to me. Bye. Okay, you're tweeting something and taking a shot, and you're basically lost in his Fatal 5-Way. Like I said, Lacey Evans is back, of course, which no one cares. The first time we've seen her yeah, she was in the match. Yeah, it was Xia Li, Lacey Evans, Sonya Deville, Natty, and Ronda Rousey. Of course, Ronda Rousey won the whole thing because she tapped everybody out for the most part. But as far as going in on Xia Li, Xia Li tweets all these nice pictures about going over and I'm gonna get a message, but she still keeps losing matches. And I all I do is tweet saying, look, I just say no, try and get a push. That's this is not getting you a push. You're still losing matches.
I mean, if nobody's giving her that chance, there's not much she can do.
And I actually like Xia Li from NXT.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like her. She got skills. Hey guys, I'll be right back.
She actually knocked out Mercedes Martinez in the match.
Yep. Yeah,
Like,
I think it was an inadvertent strike, but yeah, still though. And that takes a lot of power to do because Mercedes is a tough chick.
Oh yeah, Xia Li is super strong. She fucking deadlifts. I think she deadlifts Sheamus before in one of his YouTube videos.
Yeah, and then not to mention like trying to remember what she practiced. I think she practiced wushu if I'm not mistaken. But no, it's like either wushu or kung fu. But I was like, yeah, if you strike in the right spot, yeah, your lights are out.
Give me a second, y'all.
Yeah. Then but I gotta say, like, there's a lot of women that are like, I think that they're actually better than what WWE's portraying them as.
Of course.
Yeah. And ironically enough, you bring up one of them, namely Mandy Rose, because look past the looks, and it was like I would tell you this: if anybody ever watched her season of Tough Enough, even well, if you get past the fact that was the season when Hogan got in trouble for all that racial stuff.
Mhm.
If anybody watched back at that season, Mandy pretty much killed damn near every challenge. And the girl, hey, remember how they always do like a male winner and a female winner? Or how they used to do a male winner and a female winner on Tough Enough? The female winner, she was actually in danger of being eliminated twice. And Mandy was never in danger the entire season, yet Mandy was the runner up for the women.
That's how it is. A lot of those competition shows that they used to do, a lot of those people who didn't win were the ones that actually became successful. Look at people like The Miz,
Yep.
John Morrison.
Yeah. Actually, I think Morrison was the only one that was a winner and actually did something.
He won. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Did he?
Nah, he won.
Shit.
Him and Matt Capitelli.
Oh shit. Well, shit. There you go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like the only thing Morrison didn't do is get the WWE Championship or anything. So
He got other world titles.
Yep.
So shit,
yeah,
good
got
for
the
him.
Johnny Elite, Mundo, and everything else. You want to Johnny Impact. Yeah. Johnny 500 nicknames.
Shit, hey.
Yeah.
He said Shotzi.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's
Shotzi Blackheart.
ooh. Whoever just
Yeah,
mentioned Shotzi right now.
Man, her sister.
Ooh.
Hey, man. Hey, Shotzi Blackheart's sister is fine. If y'all haven't seen her.
Yeah, I actually did. But
Man.
whoever just mentioned Shotzi right now, thank you very much. I am still pissed they took her tank away. Because, dude, yeah,
They took everything that made her.
Took Ember Moon away, took Tegan Knox, took away the tank. I was like, damn. It's like, hell, what next? You gonna make Shotzi dye her hair? Yeah, lose her green hair next?
She did post her story of the old tank. So I guess one day it's gonna come back sooner or later when she changed characters.
Hey, Zagon, are you still there?
No, he just stepped away for a moment.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I do too. Anyways, yeah, I haven't seen Shotzi in weeks either. Anybody seen her?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like the last time I really saw her was just after Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, that was
Women's tag tournament.
When
the last time I saw her.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She and Zaya were partners. I think,
yeah,
right?
because and then they got eliminated. Then they had second chances and lost again. See, and like I said, one of Zia Lee's last posts I saw where it's in black and white, where she's sitting down and mad saying, "I lost again." So see, Zia Lee is not getting any kind of push. And the thing is, a push is based on, I think, your popularity and if you can draw. See, Zia Lee, Lacey Evans aren't what you call big draws. Natty's there because her legacy is her father and the Heart Foundation.
Nepotism.
Right, yeah. So, or favoritism too.
You
Yeah.
know, the sad part is that I think Lacey could have been a draw, but the only thing was the character she had. Well, the character that they were trying to give her on SmackDown, that was the character they should have introduced her with instead of having her do the sassy stuff. Although I do like the sassy stuff about, but they should have had her do that whole character first when she was telling her life story and whatnot. Because
you're
if
probably
you
right.
had
Yeah.
that Lacey, introduce that Lacey first, crowd would have been behind her.
That's true. Well, the whole sassy Southern Belle, it was funny at first, and it was to me it was obvious, but after a while it got annoying. So, but it is what it is. And then of course when she got pregnant, that's why. What happened to her? Did she get pregnant, or did she have to leave for?
She was legitimately pregnant.
Yeah, that's why.
They tried to work the Ric Flair story in.
Right. Yeah. See, and
that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
It was funny. I mean, it was hilarious, stupid, /stupid. I mean, I didn't care for it. That's just me. because that to me that's what I was because how Ric Flair is, with the ladies and all the years, styling, profiling, son of a gun, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, loving the ladies, all kinds of groupies. He's been married He's been married almost 10 times.
The male version of Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah. Oh,
hey, I was about to say, shit, he's been as married as much, so.
Yeah.
The man that was getting down and dirty on the train, literally.
Yeah, I just think as far as Lacey Evans goes, I don't see her going anywhere. Xia Li is not going anywhere. That's why when she tweets these little things, like I know it's a positive, to keep her head up thing, but you only going to go as far as what WWE allows you to go. And if you're not a draw, if you don't change your character to something that people want, like Becky Lynch did, because Becky Lynch, she actually changed her character up, and she got lucky. She became like, I guess you say, a female version of The Rock. Because when The Rock changed things up for him, he went into orbit. So unless Xia Li changes something up to go, change something up that'll attract viewers, attract attention, she's not gonna go anywhere. But of course,
right now, pretty much the only women I see doing anything of worth as of the current time, Bianca, Rhea, and maybe Raquel once her tag team with Aaliyah splits up.
Yeah, now speaking of those two, Leah to me is just her character is just totally almost like a girly girl airhead. I don't see that really getting over very long. I mean,
Kelly.
She did hit some kind of look slick look fire move on somebody. I forgot what it was called.
Okay.
But she did some like little impressive move. I give her that. But I'm like,
okay,
damn,
yeah. So maybe
if
she has some skill. Like I said, I didn't watch SmackDown because I was watching Cobra Kai that night. That's why I totally skipped SmackDown. It was worth it too because Cobra Kai is awesome.
I watched it all the way through.
Me too. I binge watched that with my dad up until a certain point, up until like 1, and then I finished the rest of it by myself that night. I watched it last week with my dad to show him this morning. So like I said, it was awesome. But I'm gonna watch SmackDown. I watch maybe some parts of it. I'll skim through it. Maybe I don't know. I can't watch the whole thing. SmackDown is just boring for the most part for me anyway.
Oh, but I also got to talk.
Go ahead.
Again, that yeah. There was one thing I was disappointed about.
What's that?
That Sammy didn't get his ass whooped.
Who?
Sammy.
It's coming.
Oh, I know it is. I thought it was going to happen right then and there, like Friday. But then again, I'm guessing they wait until like Roman come back.
Oh, you're talking about Sami Zayn? Yeah, he's kind of making them look like a joke. Him being with the bloodline.
Yep.
Yeah, that can't last.
Yeah,
but now
that's why Solo called up.
Yeah, I'm hoping they turn on Sammy and kick him out. Of course, that'll make Sammy a face maybe again. But even as a face, he wasn't going over too well. I mean, that's just my opinion. So the bloodline, yes, the bloodline should be the Usos, Sokola, and Roman. Of course, and look at this. They already said there's no immediate plans in the future for Roman to lose the title because there's really no one to challenge him. I mean, Drew McIntyre, the Drew match at the Clash of the Castle. I saw that shit. I'm like, okay, you actually did that. But of course, I'm thinking they will have Roman lose it on a bigger stage, WrestleMania, maybe next year, if they can get somebody, that can hang with him and attract attention and attract ticket sales.
I mean, shit. The crowd at Clash of the Castle was lit. I ain't even gonna cap.
Of course, yeah. Look at this. Sheamus got a standing ovation. That was good because that's kind of his home turf. So he's respected down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love the UK wrestling fans. They're way better than American fans.
And to mention, and then with my man coming back and reforming Imperium.
Oh, I was hyped for that.
Yeah,
that match was fucking dope too. Walter versus Sheamus.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah, well, technically both of them kind of got like a little home field advantage there, but yeah, Sheamus a little bit closer since Ireland's part of the UK, but still, like they love both of those guys over there because like Walter with his matches with Tyler Bate and Ilya Dragunov, like he's definitely earned a lot of the European fans' respect, and they'll definitely get some over And then the few times he's been over here in the States, like before coming over here full time, and yeah, he definitely got the American fans respect too.
Walter is a goddamn brute.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. I would tell you this right now. Yeah, I don't need to step in the ring, and my chest be hurting every time he chops somebody.
Man,
Yeah, but
him
how
and
long do you think they're gonna
Ilya,
have him keep the title though? How long do you think they're gonna let him keep the title?
they should let him hold it for a year.
I'll say
Yeah.
it's close to it. I'll say at least to WrestleMania, because the thing is, Walter's a guy that's gonna bring prestige, because he's one of them. He's like a classic old school heel.
He is
Mhm.
very talented. Yeah, because look at this. I see him in that red. It kind of puts you in the mind of Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah, yeah. And then
I
when he
ho-
comes out, like yeah, he does like the whole World War II kind of thing. Like, I won't say like kind of in a Nazi-ish form, but he's kind of like that European dictator, like Mussolini or Hitler kind of was. And yeah, he just demands perfection from not just the rest of Imperium, but he expected the opponents to do the same as well.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because I noticed that because he's what you call a classic old school heel. Like I said, I saw him. Okay, that's kind of like the Bolsheviks. Remember them when they were
Yeah,
attacking and Nikolai Volkov, and so that's good. See, that's good because then that's an old school right there, an old school feel, which is basically going off of a, 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 a wrestling appeal to the fans of a good heel, which is what we haven't seen in a long time, because heels now mostly are not organic.
Yeah.
Unless they have that talent and that aura to actually make you really hate them.
Yeah.
To me, Roman Reigns is not organic when it comes to heel. He's just over and he's a top guy. And like I said, he's The Rock's cousin. That's why WWE uses him. He's basically their latest version of The Rock, because it's kind of an offshoot in a way to me. And the Usos is basically just second. You know what I mean? Because they say, like I said, if there was no Roman Reigns, if there was no bloodline, Usos would probably be just on the tag team, lost in the shuffle for the most part. So
Yep.
so they're lucky. They're lucky because of their family ties.
But
But
I
they
mean,
gotta
for
give
them,
the-
it's like they get hot and cold. It's
yeah,
like a hot and cold feel with the Usos. It's like if the Usos aren't feuding with like a real good team,
Mhm.
you don't really see them that much. Like if the Usos are feuding with the New Day, you already know it's gonna be a banger. But if they feud with like other people, it's not as big as you would like it to be.
and also the fact that the Usos could get drunk and get in trouble with the cops and not
Holy shit.
suffer and not suffer any consequences, which is kind of unfair, because see, CM Punk and them are suspended over there. How come these guys weren't suspended or fined or fired for multiple DUIs? I mean, and I've got the videos on tape too of him being out of the car and failing a breathalyzer test, and can't walk in a straight line. I'm like, come on. Good God Almighty!
Yeah, and I was about to say, like, yeah, you could tell part of that last time was Roman's influence, because yeah, he knows, like, hey, Jimmy, you family and whatnot, but there's only so much I'm going to tolerate from you. And it was like, yeah, as much as I want us to like do this thing, I'm letting you know that you on your last strike right now, because Roman's even going on record saying that the next, well, specifically next time, if Jimmy fucks up again, he ain't saving him. Because if you think about it, look at how Jay's done in that solo run he had while Jimmy was out.
That's one of the reasons why a lot of people feel that Jay should be the one to defeat Roman for one of the titles. I don't know. A lot of people want Jay Uso to be the one to defeat Roman because of what Roman like put him through first and foremost, belittling him and all of that, get into his mind psychologically, and it's kind of like a payback thing, like everything coming full circle. Kind of like what they did with Batista and Triple H in a way.
Okay, well,
So a lot of fans are saying that. I mean, I could see it, but What would they do afterwards, though? That's the only thing I'm worried about.
And the thing is, see that him and Jay are tag team champions. So for him to turn and face Roman, it would have to be a reason, and it would have to be a huge buildup. So you know.
Oh yeah, definitely, they can do that. I just wonder what could they do, because I mean, anybody else to beat Roman, I can't think of anybody who's even hot enough to be on their level to do that.
And see, the only thing is, I wouldn't bring back Brock Lesnar. That's played out now.
No, we didn't want to see the last match they had. So
yeah,
we did not want to see that.
Although I do gotta say, in defense,
yeah,
seeing that damn tractor was one of the craziest motherfucking things I ever saw.
I thought that was one of the dumbest things I ever saw. That's just me.
Yeah, it was something. It was something nice and different to see that they would actually use something like a stunt like that in today's wrestling. You know, I didn't mind it, but still, that match shouldn't have happened.
Supposed to be, gladiators. You know what I mean? Bare hands and bare knuckles. So why? I mean, to me, when I saw the tractor, that came out of a Warner Brothers cartoon. That's what that was. That kind of reminded me of
like Wile E. Coyote.
That's what I was thinking right there. The Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
There's only so many Superman punches and clotheslines and punches in the corner,
and of course, suplex cities.
You
know, too many, and so many suplex cities we can see before we get bored. We start snoring.
Yeah, but the fans keep cheering that shit though.
Yeah, I know. Look, see this comment. Is this legit? Anybody know about this? Tegan Knox being gone.
Been gone.
Okay,
she's been gone for a while.
Okay. So she was cut from NXT?
Yep.
No, she's cut from the main roster.
Yeah, because she was on SmackDown with Shotzi.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't that a tag team partner in NXT at one time?
She's still with the company?
Ember was Shotzi's partner.
Okay, so
she was teamed up with Dakota Kai before Dakota Kai turned on her.
Oh, and so they just so they just cut her. Okay, wow.
Yeah, plus it was also those knee injuries again. So.
Yeah, so she's probably too injury prone. Okay, so yeah, Dakota Kai is really lucky right now because now she's with Bayley in a group called Damage Control, whatever the fuck that bullshit is. It's like this. That name is so weak and it's obvious and too weak. You couldn't come up with something better than that. And Triple H is supposed to be this great mind now. Well,
of course they gotta hype him up. Triple H they gotta try to make Triple H something different than what Vince McMahon was. So they're gonna say any and everything they can, to boost up Triple H. So
one thing that was pissing me off about the whole CM Punk stuff that came out. Sorry to change the subject. Is Triple H ties into this?
No, go ahead.
They always show the clip of Triple H, ragging on CM Punk. I'm like, out of all people, y'all want to pick the, talk shit on CM Punk. You chose Triple H. Y'all forget what he did in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Of course, his whole damn career. Y'all forget how he ascended to power, and this will always be his legacy to me. I don't care how much he changed. Only reason that motherfucker is trying to be so generous now is because he had a near-death experience, which he deserved. So
damn.
Yeah, you know how I feel. You know how I feel about him. After everything he did, especially what he did to Joni behind her back.
Oh yeah, what he did in China was fucked up too.
Yeah, behind her back with Vince's darling, so-called darling little princess, who's basically as Chris would say, straight up hoe. So everything that and like I said, to me, this is just a taste of what he's got coming. I think there's more coming because, like I said, he's going to continue to get older, and I'm pretty sure whether he got stents in his heart, whatever he's got a pacemaker in his heart, or whatever, God not finished. He's probably just waiting the right time to deal out his real punishment. So he's. It all comes back to you, there, Paul Levesque. It all comes back to haunt you. So I don't
do steroids, people.
Right, yeah, I don't buy into this BS because he now, like I said, I did a video just recently. I got a video off of it's called WWE Recruit Twitter account where he's talking to all these wannabe stars. I'm pretty sure some of y'all saw it, right? Yes, I saw that.
Oh yeah, that's Dexter Line.
Yeah, that bullshit. He tried to come off as a nice guy. Why don't you continue your journey coming to WWE. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And just years ago, because I meant to do a video and show a video footage of him from when the first Tough Enough. I remember the first Tough Enough, very first Tough Enough. When he came there, when he had long hair, he came in there, and he basically buried all of them and bragged on them, saying, either you want this or you don't, so don't waste our fucking time. That's the same guy now that's saying this shit now and trying to be all corporate and all nice with the suit and tie and the shaved head. Like, you think we forget who you really are? Come on.
I think it's because so this is gonna be weird of me saying this. I kind of look at Triple H as the drug dealer, basically. Did all the fuckery when he was younger, and then as he got older, now he's trying to talk about how much good he's doing, basically. Yeah. So because of it, people are forgiving him for the shit that he did in the past, which, I mean, some people can forgive him. Yeah. Some people forgive him and some people don't.
And on top of that, he had this interview with the guy that does the MMA interviews. He got on there and said some bullshit about NXT has always been a developmental. Like, what?
No, the original developmental was OVW, because Jim Cornette, of course, ran it at one time.
I think what he was saying that, like, when NXT came, and even though like Triple H did say, like, shortly before AEW, but like Premier Dynamite, that NXT was like a third brand now. Yeah, so that's
completely left field. He just changed the narrative, like Chris Jericho said.
Yep.
Of course, he ain't got a choice.
Yeah, happy birthday, Scott! Congratulations.
Happy birthday, brother. I was like, but it's like my thing with Triple H is, I will always remember the stuff he did. But the thing was, unlike Vince, who will probably never apologize for it.
Oh, Vince ain't apologizing for shit. We already know that.
Dude,
we already know that.
Definitely.
He's next in line after the Queen. So yeah, we're not even gonna go on that. Like,
wow, okay. Hey, look. Now, I wanted to respond to that comment you made about the Queen earlier. Look at this. As far as the Queen, I could give two shits.
Oh, no. Exactly. Because, None of us can. None of us can. Like, everybody, like, people getting mad because people, us black people, we fuck around on the internet and say all types of shit. But I mean, why should we care first and foremost? All the shit that this lady done did, why do we care that she passed? Who cares?
I don't know what she did. I'm sorry. You probably know more than what she did. Now, one thing I think I saw a post on Instagram with Snoop Dogg. He's saying that the Queen met Snoop Dogg, and what it is, the country was saying, let's get him out of here because of his rap, and the Queen shut it down. So I guess the Queen was nice to him. I guess, I don't know, but that's just one. That's maybe it could be anything. I don't know, because I don't know how true it is.
I like Snoop Dogg, but he could fuck off on that one. He can fuck off on that one.
See, it's like this. It's like seems like when you're a black and you're a star, it seems like the white powers, whether it be the Queen or whoever, they'll do you favors, I guess, in some way or sense. But like
pretty
I said,
much,
none of us here, the four of us, so none of us know the Queen. Never knew the Queen. We live here in America. Even if I knew her or met her, that doesn't mean that she was always, a good and nice person. I mean, the media can show that that's what maybe she might have been, but who knows what kind of person she was off camera and behind closed doors, just like all of them,
exactly.
Like Prince and all of them. We don't know.
Exactly. It's like, we don't know half the other countries don't care about like when one of our presidents dies. So.
Yeah, and like I said, when one of us dies brutally, by police brutality or by by white hate crimes, no one, the media covers it, but no one gives a shit about that all over the world because, like I said, we're not celebrities. So why the fuck should we give two shits about the damn Queen?
Pretty much.
We didn't know that bitch. I don't know the damn Queen, so no, I'm not mourning. I'm not putting flowers. I'm not saying no kind words. I didn't know the Queen. Royalty isn't what you think it is. Just because a person is a royalty doesn't make them a good person. Trust me. Sometimes the higher in society, the higher power in society you are, the worse you are. Look at Vince McMahon.
So I said he's next in line. He's on that chopping. He's on the chopping block.
And I'm hoping Triple Bitch. I'm hoping Triple Bitch one day is on the chopping block. Hopefully sooner than later. So like I said,
there was so many memes on after everything happened, like Diana meme waiting on you at the door.
I made
type
videos
shit.
on that shit too.
We didn't know. And look, we didn't know Diana. We didn't know Princess Diana either. So nobody cares. Didn't know the
Like,
bitch. You know,
everybody's saying she gonna wreck that bitch. So yeah.
So
That's what I said.
didn't know Princess Diana. So I'm sorry. So to all the white devils that might get mad at this, we don't know her. So now I do mourn Nelson Mandela. He was my brother. I do mourn Malcolm X, also my brother. I do mourn Martin Luther King, my brother. I do not mourn devils. Sorry.
Definitely.
So, there you is. I mourn, and I'll say this to my enemies too. I know this will come back to them. I mourn no crackers. So no, you can have them. So
keep them. Oh shit! Wait, whoa.
Well, what you got?
Oh no! I thought I was about to get caught.
Let's switch gears a little bit. I got a little article right here. You know how they said Sasha and Naomi have signed or agreed to a deal with Triple H, an agreement, but they're still taking outside bookings. Recently, if you seen on Instagram, I saw this on Instagram. I saw this. Both Sasha and Naomi were in New York and did a fashion runway show. Let me read this right here.
They did?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were modeling clothes on a runway. I'll link y'all to it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna link all three of y'all to it. Sasha Banks has opened up about her future in entertainment after walking out of WWE alongside Naomi in May. Since then, the two stars have appeared at the premiere of the She-Hulk and walked in New York Fashion Week. Before going on hiatus from WWE, Banks has been part of Hollywood, as she was a member of the Star Wars The Mandalorian cast. While speaking on a podcast radio show, this is her quote now, "There is so much that I'm kind of creating right now. It's all under an umbrella. Like I said, I'm an actor, writer, producer, and extraordinaire entertainer. I don't fucking think so. I didn't know you can write. I didn't know you could produce. You were a producer. When did this happen? When the fuck did this happen? Okay.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah, anyway, okay. Moving on. All within those realms. I'm doing something, so you just have to stay tuned. You have a microphone. That's something big I want to do. Not podcasting, but music. That's probably, I don't know if that's the number one next thing, because acting, there are a lot of things coming up acting right now. I'm really starting to focus my mind around music and the music realm and being kind of a director in that space of creating a musical video piece." And then it goes on to say, as she walked out, it says, "Hey, look, they say that I'm starting to believe that deal that they made with him, I don't think it's legit, because if they agreed to a deal, they'd have been back by now. But they're saying that they're trying to bring him back after a certain time. They said they were going to bring him back after the women's tournament, but the tournament's been over. You got new tag team champions. Where the fuck are they? I don't think they're coming back. I don't think they want to come back on the real. I think somebody in the dirt sheets are saying that just to get fans hyped up about seeing them. Say there are no signs of them coming back at all, because you notice they're still not mentioned on the air. You notice that? Michael Cole doesn't mention them on the air. Doesn't mention nothing about them. It's like they're invisible or don't exist. So and as far as Sasha Banks, writer, producer extraordinaire, she's getting out from Hollywood. Congratulations. Personally, looking at you, I don't think you can act one bit. Probably can act worth shit. That's just me.
I don't think so either, but
no.
Man.
I would.
If she getting money outside of WWE and it's enough, to sustain her lifestyle, then hey, I say go for it.
Yeah, and why come back? You know what I mean? I know Triple Bitch probably agreed to a deal, but how much of that deal? I wonder how much of that deal, how much control, how much creative control they have in that deal. Because I think even Paula Beck will probably draw a line somewhere. You know what I mean? As far
all they got is a bunch of empty promises. I guarantee you.
Right, yeah. And
that's all they got.
He's not Vince, but he's still Vince's son-in-law. Well, speaking of Vince, did y'all see the little TMZ video where Vince was celebrating his birthday and he was walking out of a restaurant with John Cena and his wife? I heard about it. Yeah, I saw the video with the youngin on his arm. Yeah. I wonder if she's a paralegal. What do y'all think? I wonder if she's a paralegal.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know, but John Cena needs to watch out. Everything is starting to go good for him. You don't want to get caught up in that shit before he started really rising in Hollywood.
I know, like, yeah, you want to appreciate WWE for giving you a platform, but at the same time, now it's like, like being around Vince right around now, that's a landmine.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
It's a no man.
Shit. They don't care as long as
because that already exploded. So yeah, you're right.
So and then the way he walked to the car with his face covered, I'm like, oh, he must be really embarrassed. And the thing is, Linda McMahon wasn't there to celebrate his birthday, so neither was Shane. So,
I knew Shane ain't been tight with him for years. So,
and that's bad when your own son hates you. Ooh, that's.
Well, Vince chased his son away.
Oh yeah, he chased his son away. Yeah, twice. Yeah, he sent him home because after that Royal Rumble fiasco, that's the last time you saw him backstage. He was apparently pissing people off backstage, so Vince fired him right there on the spot. So I think Shane is done with. I think Shane is done with dear old dad. So but let's hope Shane has enough money. I'm pretty sure he does. Now the one shocking thing that would be good for television if Shane were to show up in AEW, that would be a slap in the face.
You know what I would do? Book that if they do pull that off. Book that in Panama City.
Oh yeah, that would be the ultimate slap in the face because that would be full circle because that's where Panama City is the sacred gravesite of WCW. That was the sacred gravesite of WCW. Wow. But as far as CM Punk goes, look, they already said now CM Punk can't go back to WWE because he's got too much deep blood also with Triple H and Stephanie. So that's
he also got sued by WWE and he sued WWE.
So look, if AEW is out of the question, if AEW is out of the question now, where's there left for him to go except maybe a New Japan Pro,
Impact, and
you know what?
Yeah, I was gonna say New Japan or Impact. Those are the only places he can go.
Send him to Japan. Look,
he's done.
No, look, don't put him in Impact because look at this. He'll ruin Impact. Don't put him in Impact. That's the last place he should go. And I don't think Scott D'Amore would want him. I don't think Scott D'Amore wants a headache.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple people at Impact he still got a little beef with too. But I was like,
oh yeah, so okay, yeah, he's done. Yeah, send him to Japan.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That. So I gotta see who's on Impact.
Yeah, that's out. So that's out. Nope. See you, CM Punk.
Oh no, it would have to be New Japan because somebody there. Because somebody there has a very, very long history with him. And somebody still wants a match with them.
Oh, so you mean now? Okay, now when you say a long history, do you mean in a good way or a bad way? Now, if it's a bad way, I'm like hell yes. I hope you beat the shit out of him. But if it's in a good way, then that's
y'all see what emotion I'm making, right?
Okay. Oh, so somebody wants to put him to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who
took that.
He's talking about Kenta.
Yep.
Oh, now if Kenta hates him, oh great, that's great.
Yeah, who do you think Punk took the learned the GTS from?
Oh, that's right. So he stole that move.
Oh, WWE take Japan moves all the damn time. Ain't nothing new.
Oh, come on.
He said in his DVD that he adapted it because he couldn't use the Pepsi Plunge, pedigree.
Yeah, and like I said, like they've always wanted a match, and if you notice, like even when Punk originally returned at Rampage, I think if not that night, then the next morning, Kenta was already on Twitter calling him out, saying G2S versus GTS.
Oh, nice. Like I said, if he goes to Japan Pro, I hope Kenta beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. Because I thought the only person that had like real history with him was Cole Cabana. That's the only one that I know of that,
Oh yeah, going back to that.
The Elite. He said, Punk. Part of Punk's rant was the Elite kind of egging it on, and then taking it to the dirt sheets and all that. So yeah, that had a lot to do with him going off at the scrum too.
I'd like to know what kind of lies he said they spread. Now, if they're not actually lies, if they're actual shit that they have on him, then great. And that means the dirt sheets got some legit information. But if it was, like I said, if it was just to hurt him or just to personally hurt him hurt his character and hurt his career, then yeah, they were in the wrong too. But see, we'll never know that. See, there's always two sides to every story. There's your side, his side, she said, he said, she said, and then in the middle there's the truth. And
pretty much.
But
it seems like Punk is getting all the blame. But it's funny.
It seems like
because he's the one running his mouth the most. I mean, let's be honest. That's all he's known for is running his mouth.
All right, peace, Scott. Have a good night, brother. Have a blessed night.
Happy birthday again.
Yeah, happy birthday. 33 years old.
You see, he ain't run his mouth all that much in UFC. You see, he ain't do that shit. He knew better.
He couldn't. He got his butt kicked twice.
Yeah,
exactly. He knew better.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I said. CM Punk know what he know what he doing.
Right, real fighting, right. Which is what Ronda Rousey.
Okay,
Yep.
And Brock Lesnar talks a hell of a lot better when he was on UFC than he ever did in WWE.
Ain't nobody gonna run up on Brock. You see how big that motherfucker is?
I would run up on Brock. I mean, I'll take the L, but I mean,
even when
I'll still run up on him.
He's a legit amateur wrestler. That's a whole difference.
Right? Yeah, because he went to college.
But he's a legit amateur wrestler and got legit hands. But I would still try to run the fade with him. I won't win, but I would still do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
that's because I'm crazy.
Brock Lesnar was an amateur college NCAA champion.
I know that.
Yeah.
You do realize Paul Heyman lets us know his accolades like all the time.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. The same way he lets us know Roman Reigns is tribal chief bullshit all the time. But that's another story. But anyway, no. But look, when Punk went to UFC. I almost knew even when that first match I saw him, when the bell rang and the guy took him down in like less than 10 seconds, but right off the bat in the first round, I said, okay.
Everybody knew he was gonna get smoked. Everybody knew Punk was gonna get clapped.
And then he tried it the second time. Look, he looked worse than Ronda Rousey in the last two fights. And Ronda Rousey looked bad. And she got smashed.
She looked bad, but I still think I don't know which one was worse. I think his first fight was worse than his second. I just
and
think
as far as Ronda Rousey goes, her second fight was worse.
I admired her hard, but he knew he shouldn't have been in that ring.
No, that was a waste of time. That was a waste of pay-per-view time. That pay-per-view, you know what the pay-per-view buy rate was for his debut? That they didn't want them probably lost money on. They probably were disappointed because he didn't last, but he didn't last 5 seconds in the first match. He came out there, tried to do a move, doing this, and he got taken right down and clinched, and it was over. He tapped. I was like, oh my god!
And they had a $2 million gate.
I
think the buy rate was like over a million. That's about it.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
I would like to see the gamble point spread betting on that fight because I'm pretty sure some people lost a lot of money betting on CM Punk.
I wouldn't have bet on Punk at all. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't have either. But
I wouldn't have bet on him.
But they probably thought because this is debut match, they gonna let him get his first victory maybe, or maybe let him get a couple victories before he gets defeated. But nah, that shit don't work like WWE.
No,
that shit don't work like wrestling.
And the thing is, as far as Ronda Rousey goes, she went from legit fighting to fake fighting and calling herself the baddest woman on the planet. After you got your ass smoked by Amanda Nunes, the real
she got Wazas up. Fuck the whip. She got Wazas up. Like she got her shit. She would have definitely got knocked out to the ground if referees and the referee didn't stop it.
Didn't stop it yet because she was done. The thing is, Amanda Nunes is the baddest woman on the planet.
Yep.
That's why she's lying there. So, like I said, it just took 40 seconds. And look, it's after the first punch, Ronda was done because Amanda Nunes
was Mount Rushmore right there.
Right there, no, because Amanda Nunes, she was just boxing, and that's the key right there. Ronda Rousey had no boxing skills. If you're training some boxing,
she never did.
No, all you have is that judo clinch, and all you had was a judo clinch. And once everybody figures that out and figures out how to counter, her being one dimensional for all that time, somebody was gonna figure out how to counter that shit, and someone did. First, it was the preacher's daughter, Holly Holmes.
Yep.
Because she also
Holly Holmes hit her with that.
She also had long ass legs and long ass arms too.
Yeah, and plus, like I said, Holly Holmes was also a good boxer. See, that was she came up with she came up against two boxers and lost. Guy just got smashed, but Amanda Nunes smashed her even worse because when she moved it on her after that tag and just started right, left, boom, boom. She bounced on her head, bounced off the cage like, oh shit. I remember when the fight went down, I got off work, went around the corner to Hooters to catch it. I was at Hooters. I couldn't get seated because I had to wait to get seated. I didn't have to get seated now because everybody was cheering around Rousey, and once the fight was over, I was like, everybody was laughing. I was like, "Oh shit, damn!" Yep. I was like, "Well, I guess I gotta say now about ordering the wings. It's done." I was laughing so hard.
He said, "I ain't got all the wings, damn."
I didn't have to get seated because it was she looked that bad. And I saw it coming when Amanda landed that first punch. Like, oh shit, okay, it's done. It's like, okay, ref, you wanna? Because he was remember just pow, 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 pow. And I was like,
she was just clobbering her shit.
Yeah.
Now see, look, that was clobbering time. Yeah, that was real clobbering time. That was clobbering time. So see,
like I said, like Nunez, she beat the Mount Rushmore out there because she beat Misha Tate, she beat Rousey, she beat Cyborg, she beat Holly Holm.
Oh yeah, wow, that's right. Yeah, she
also beat Shayna Baszler too. While we're at it,
oh, she did. I want to see that fight. And Shayna Baszler acts so tough now because she also followed Ronda into the fake world. So but. Yeah, and
is she still even on TV? Because I don't know when the last time I seen that woman.
She lost to Liv at Clash of the Castle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because she fought at Clash of the Castle. She lost to Liv Morgan, and that match was
second-hand embarrassment.
That was. Anybody can see Shayna Baszler is a stronger woman than Liv Morgan is just not a wrestler, or she should not be women's champion because she's small and she looks so fragile and so weak. She can't carry the company as a champion.
I don't mind the looks and stuff. It's just, can she play the part? I'm just tired of this go-lucky, happy, I'm happy to be here type champion. I'm not saying everybody has to be a badass or a hard ass, but come on. I mean, they stop making their champions look stupid. Well, I just hate when WWE does that. They do things to make their champions or certain people look like morons.
Face and whatever, but damn.
But you got to be somebody that looks like you can. I'm just saying, a women's champion like the men's champion should be and look like somebody who can legitimately fight. You know what I mean? Who's a badass? Who's a ass kicking, take no names, take no shit. That's what Shayna Baszler is. Shayna Baszler deserves that title 10 times more than Liv Morgan ever will. And I'm starting to think now, Liv Morgan is probably one of the last employees maybe Vince slept with to get that title before Vince got caught with the scandal. You know what I mean? I'm starting to think Liv Morgan, like Alexa Piss, slept with the right people. You know what I mean? At the right time.
Everyone keeps saying that she is basically Alexa Bliss. I've seen that circulating quite a bit.
Oh, really? Oh,
everybody's like,
no surprise there. So
they put them in the same category.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Liv Morgan gave up the draws, probably to certain people.
The only resemblance I would see between Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan is that both of them was Ben Harley Quinn, because between the two of them, I'd find Bliss a little more credible because at least she can like flip a bitch switch on at times.
That's true. Well, Liv Morgan started off in the Riot Squad. Remember you remember the Riot Squad?
And that's the Liv Morgan that people are still living on. They still living off of her on the Riot Squad because they felt she was underrated and all this other stuff. And then now that you put her on top, the fans done turned on her. Like there's like, oh, she's not who who we thought she was. And
dude, like,
it's kind of exposed.
The only good one was what was my girl? Not Ruby herself, but
Riot?
No, the other one.
Or what's that?
Sarah Logan.
Yeah.
Sarah Logan.
Oh yeah.
The one.
Didn't she get married and have like a kid?
Yeah, she's married. She's married to one of the Viking Raiders. She's married. She's married.
Oh, she is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, look, that segment they had, that funeral they had for the New Day, the Viking funeral they had for the New Day. She was in the camera. She was in a camera shot but her back was to the camera. They said I watched it, but I couldn't see her. I could see her body or outline. But apparently, look at this.
Okay.
There's a link out there. I saw Liv Morgan wants Sarah Logan to return, and maybe they can reform part of the Riot Squad. And of course, in AEW, Ruby Soho, aka Ruby Riot, has basically has not been used or gotten a push in AEW like she probably thought she was.
She was only there for one thing and one thing only. That's
What's
all
that?
she was there for, was to have that match for the championship, and that was it. That's all she was there for.
Right, yeah, and because her push has not happened. Because so basically, she's become now a mid card afterthought in AEW.
Another afterthought, exactly.
That's all she's becoming in AEW. So, you know, I wouldn't, like I said, the Riot Squad was kind of cool to me when it first came out. They were all right because they hang together and they would attack together. You know what I mean? Look at this. That might be a good match. Have her go back, reform the Riot Squad, and take on Damage Control. That'd be good opponents because you notice what happened at Clash of the Castle, the six woman tag when you had Bliss, Asuka, and who was the third one? Bianca take on Damage Control, and they lost. I bet you the Riot Squad would be booked to beat them, and they would be baby faces, even though they start off as heels. So see that would be a good program right there. You could have those three versus because you'd have Bailey and her. They're all snobbish and kind of this, that, and other, and we're better than everybody else. And you got the Riot Squad who are like the average fan. You know what I mean? They're punk rock. They have that look, that swag. That says they're different. Basically, so. Those worlds could clash. And if booked right, that could be a good creative storyline in a sense. But
that could be a good storyline. A good.
See, we'll never know. See,
I mean,
that's not what happened. You know what I mean? Sarah Logan was a budget cut, and she's had a kid now, so she's basically a stay-at-home mom because the husband's working and making the money, so she's staying home with the child. Ruby Soho. I still can't believe that name, Soho. I mean, this name alone, you couldn't come up with someone else. Ruby Soho. The Soho sounds Japanese, but when you say it about her, you forget the so and you think of ho. But that's another story, another opinion. But anyway, oh boy. Anyway, so it's a wrestling. Wrestling is a wonderful life, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Zargon, I didn't tell you this. One thoughts on this: the Young Bucks have sent out feelers to WWE.
That ain't shocking. As much shit as they talk, that ain't shocking.
And it said that Triple H, or I'm gonna call him Triple Bitch, would welcome the Bucks in the elites with open arms.
Of course, despite all that shit they talk about each other on TV and all that other shit, at the end of the day, if the other company gave them a chance to, come to their roster and everything like that, they would come with open arms. It's the same thing with sports, man. They be talking about how all these teams hate each other, but the second they get traded to that team, everybody's buddy. That's why I don't get involved in the whole.
It's basically because of the money.
Exactly, money make every.
It ain't peculiar how money buys friendships all of a sudden.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Once everybody could talk all that bullshit all they want, but once that money come in, everybody shuts the fuck up at the end of the day.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. If I ever see Josh Norman and Odell Beckham on the same team, that's gonna be my ultimate example.
Yeah, okay, because I'm assuming you're saying that because they both hate each other for the most part.
Oh, nah, because remember that fight they got into when OBJ was still on the Giants and Norman was on the Panthers, and they were going at each other damn near the whole game. And
oh no, I missed that. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I wish I could see that now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have real people hating each other, but still, I mean,
they'll like you for the love of money, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing though, it's
go ahead.
I kind of don't see the Young Bucks going there because you would have thought if they would have gone, Vince would have signed them up. Because think about it. The Young Bucks, and I brought this up to another one of our friends. It's the Young Bucks, other than R-Truth, they would fit the comedy segment that Vince would normally do, because they always come up with all this outlandish shit on their own, Lord knows that. Lord knows that if they ever worked with Vince, yeah, yeah, half the time Vince probably wouldn't even Vince probably
But
wouldn't
do
even
you
come
think
up with
they would
half those things.
actually like want to come there for comedy reasons? I don't know if they would actually want to come in there for comedy reasons.
Oh
And
no, they
here's the
wouldn't
thing.
go there for comedy reasons, but it's like at the same time, like they will they will probably wind up getting pushed like because of those comedy reasons.
I
That's
mean,
true
but what
too.
other tag teams do they really have there? I mean,
None. Because
it's not that many,
Usos,
whether
No.
on Raw or
Profits, Alpha
SmackDown.
Academy. That's it.
And the New Day, such
I knew this.
as it is. Oh, and the Usos. Forgot about that.
Well, if we're talking about actual tag teams, not
That's
thrown
what I'm
together
saying.
tag
Actual
teams,
tag
Yeah.
teams. There's really nobody
it's
there.
it's just the Viking Raiders. That's it.
Oh yeah, Viking.
Well, that's right. Yeah. So the Usos. Yeah, because see, the Usos are corporate tag teams now, basically. They're tribal chief corporate tag teams. Like I said, see, they're protected. But here's the thing, guys. That you're forgetting. Yeah, they would. Triple H would welcome them with open arms, but just like MJF, the minute the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega walk into that locker room, into that company in NXT, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are dead in the water. The name will change. Excuse me. The name will change, and the character will change. You will not know them.
Kiss being the elite goodbye.
Yep, they are not elite. The
Of
only elite
course.
there is Triple H and Stephanie. Those are the real elite.
And we're not even going to talk about the type and the name that they would actually have to go by. It'll be something completely different than what they're known
Generation Me. No.
for. Hey,
Actually,
hey,
they could
hey!
go back to that.
Don't give them no ideas because they will do some dumb shit like that.
Right? Yeah. So
Hey,
They
that's
really
their old
would.
name in TNA.
Yeah.
just look, just ask Maya Yim, as we were talking about earlier. Remember
Shit.
what was her name in that mask? It was called something. It was called what was it called? She was the
Reckoning.
right
Yeah.
Reckoning. That's right, Reckoning. Yeah, Reckoning. Some
Yeah,
Reckoning, huh?
Yeah, they wrecking my
Yeah,
soul
that's
with that
what
stupid ass.
probably just call them the Jackson Boys.
Yeah, I'm just now
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
I would. They sound like rednecks. It sounds like a redneck
Oh,
tag team.
God.
The Jackson Boys. Okay.
Well, they are from the South.
Yeah.
Well, shit, now.
I died for Cali. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they are from the
West.
South. Oh, look. There you go, right there. See, they're from the
Oh,
South.
God.
Hey,
No,
look.
they're from They from Cali, bro.
No, but I'm about to say, like, if anything, if they wind up going back, no, because the reason I was saying the Jackson Boys is because how everybody always like rips on them being Hardy ripoffs, and like half of their tights designs are usually all multicolored, like what Matt and Jeff used to wear, like when they were jobbers and shit.
It's no secret that's their inspiration, the Hardy Boys.
Well, shit,
Oh, yeah,
like that
definitely.
one episode of Dynamite. Remember, they came out cosplaying like them when they brought Gangrel.
Well,
I'm not surprised.
speaking of Matt Hardy, anybody seen him lately? I haven't seen him in months. They see.
He was on guard trying to get back with the private party.
Oh, what happened there? What did they have some kind of fallout or something?
It's one of those. Like you see your sons in the ring. He just looking at them. They're looking back, and he just walks away.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because,
Damn.
there's some bad blood still between them because, at least going by the storyline. Because remember, they turned their back on them.
You know what? I'm thinking
with Andrade.
That could be a start because probably because
Andrade, where the hell he's been? He's definitely been an afterthought since he came to
he was
AEW.
on this past week because
I figured.
Yeah, because remember, because he was in that he was in the ladder match Sunday at All Out, and then
he was. Yeah, I saw that.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh, Wednesday he was he was coming in with the rest of Dark Order because he still wants not Uno, but the other 10 to work with him.
Okay.
Phoenix or
I just think Matt's not too much of a factor now because of his brother. What happened to his brother?
That
whole issue.
Man, that match was supposed to be here in St. Louis. So, man, I would have loved to see the Hardys win one more goal for the hoorah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that's what everybody wants, to be honest. I think that's kind of what everybody wants.
Yeah,
That feel good moment with the Hardy Boys, myself included. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
yeah,
I would like to see that.
yeah, that would have. Yeah, I think because I think if Jeff could have stayed clean, yeah, it would have definitely happened. And it made it there needed to be a good ending to this because man, after all the shit that the Hardys gone through, it was like, yeah, just to like end their career the right way, like even after so many wrongs. Yeah, I think,
Yeah,
that
but I mean, how
definitely.
many people actually end their career the right way? I mean, let's be honest. How
Ooh.
many people actually like really?
Yeah, let
It's
me tell
not.
you,
It's
you'd be a
not.
single
It's not
digit.
something that happens often.
Yeah, let me tell you, I wouldn't even hold up a full hand if I had counted that
Like,
one.
yeah. Well, as far
damn
as the
shame.
Hardy, yeah, I think Jeff is done because it's been months since his issue, since his
Yeah,
arrest, and his last stop. You haven't heard a
yeah,
peep out of him. So
no,
I'm thinking he's done, and I think at this stage in his life, getting
he
older,
should be.
yeah, he should be retired because notice how when he keeps wrestling, he keeps having a mental breakdown, just like Malachi Black is starting to have now all of a
And not
sudden.
only
Because
that, but also let's take a look at the physical breakdowns because,
yeah,
I was
like
just
I
about to
said,
say that.
yeah,
shoot, and JR's like always says, is like sooner or later, Father Time's undefeated for a reason. And like you think all the extreme stuff that Jeff always does with all them like swantons off ladders and um the steel trust and whatever high areas he could climb up to, yeah, that's gonna take its toll on you.
I
yeah.
mean, because there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people flying at his age. I mean, there probably is
No,
probably a very few people that's still flying. Like, and I mean, really flying.
and the thing is, you can do that. You can do that when you're young, but like, as it proves, with Jeff Hardy, as you get older, it comes back to haunt you. And you know what? I think as Jeff gets older, he may be one of those ones that's going to end up either walking with a cane or in a wheelchair. Hopefully, he's just walking with a cane. You know what I mean? But he needs to just he needs to just retire and take it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said he's probably got enough money. You know what I mean? He can live on for the rest of his life. He probably doesn't need money. He just needs just a rest. On a serious note. So
I don't think he will, to be honest. I just think.
he should.
I mean, we know Jeff is stubborn as fuck, so I don't think he is.
Okay, now if he's going
Honestly,
to
I
come
think the
back,
only way.
look, if you're going to come back, don't come back as a competitor. Come back as and do commentary. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard him do commentary before. He has a good voice for commentary, or
He
like you
could
said,
be an agent.
yeah, or a producer, like a Road Dogg he can become an executive producer, or with his popularity name, he could do his own podcast. I'm pretty sure people would tune in like crazy to listen to him talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can see him doing a podcast. You know what I mean? That'd be something.
Speaking of people with podcasts,
Yeah.
oh, big sexy, big sexy.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Click
Yeah.
This.
Oh yeah,
What?
I've listened. Yeah, Kevin Nash has got a podcast now. I've listened to maybe
Oh my
a
God.
smidge of one of his stories. He's got calls on there. I never listened to none of this. And the thing is, remember, he's part of the clique.
Yeah.
He's done his fair share of dirt, if not more than triple bitch. So I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen to shit all he has to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Reese.
Yeah. So well, you brought up earlier about Punk talking about Colt Cabana and having a shared bank account with his
His
mom
mother.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So Mark Madden, well, if you longtime WCW fans remember that name,
I
asked,
do remember. Yeah.
why was it a big deal or sold in Colt Cabana about the shared bank account with his mother? I shared one with mine when I helped support her as she grew elderly. I opened the account for that reason. Yeah, and then Nash saw on Madden's tweet and responded, I think the fact that Punk's sitting next to his boss, who's basically in the same situation in reference to his dad's money, is like quote unquote covering the monthly nut.
Okay. That's true. You know, I share a bank account with my mom. I give her money every time I get paid. So, you know, that's family. So I don't see how, you know, I don't see why people make fun of that or make light of that, which is what Punk did. And Punk claims to have paid all his bills.
Talk about shit.
No, look, Punk claims to have paid at one time, paid all his bills. I would like a response and a retort from Colt Cabana to how true that is. I'm pretty sure Colt Cabana made enough money in wrestling to pay his own bills. Maybe, you know, I don't know, but you know, CM Punk's just a lot of CM Punk's rant to me is a little sketchy to me. You know what I mean? You know, but you know, I just think I think CM Punk is a sketchy person anyway, because off camera
he's just
off camera. This is what I
crybaby.
off camera. Fans would approach him off camera when they see him. He has an attitude because, you know, I guess he wants his privacy or whatever. And some people come up to him and call him Phil, and he didn't like that. So, you know, so it shows you right there, he cares nothing about his fans. He only cares about his fans when he's on TV and cheering and posing for the camera and everything like that. So he doesn't care about his fans.
Yes, but when we say that, fans get on us. It's the same thing with Sasha Banks, and Lord knows I've been ranting on that shit forever. And every time I say it, I get called a hater, and all this other shit.
No, well, it's not. We're not haters, and fans. If fans get on us, hey, you know what? Fuck them. We're just telling the truth.
Sasha,
That's what I'm saying.
about her fans.
The thing
Man,
is,
Sasha got such a big head when she came up to the main roster, bruh.
Of course,
it's
Big
ridiculous.
ass fucking head. That's what I'm saying.
And
Like I don't
big
get
head now,
it.
Because at first, most of her fans were just adult fans. None of them little girls knew who the fuck she was.
Yeah. And the only times when you see it posted with fans is when it's on camera and it's on social media. And I guess it's for a media event. Because I remember, like, she had a parent at that school with them all them black children, you know, that she was posing with, you know, when she came in that classroom.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, so that's like one of the few. So it's like she was a guest at the school, you know, with these children. So the children, it was like a surprise. So she came to the school and she made the parents like, you know, all smiles and everything, like, you know, it makes her like a nice person. But then she does an appearance for this other company where you got to pay $150 to pose with her, and then
that's it.
You got to stand like 6 feet apart from her.
That shit was
right
embarrassing. There. I would have got my money back. I'm like, yeah, let me get my money back. I'm not taking this picture because this is bullshit. But
now the thing is,
the fans accepted that shit though.
I know, yeah, because you got fans out there. You got rich dumb fans out there with money to burn. So when I say rich and dumb, yeah, those fans I think are taking pictures and paying $150. They must have money to burn.
If I did have money to burn, like my respect is much higher than that, man. I'm sorry. Like if I'm paying money, I don't care how much it is, man. Like show me some respect. Talking about gotta be 6 feet, and I felt like this, and you're not gonna have me up on there doing that dumb shit.
I would never. I took a picture with Gail Kim, Mickey James, Awesome Kong, and Melina,
I'm
and
fucking jealous.
Sky. All those people.
I am jealous.
Nice. I mean, Melina was super, super nice, man. Like in person.
Cool.
Like,
That's cool.
Very nice, very humble.
I love those ladies. Everybody you just mentioned, I love all of them. I'm a fan of those.
Yeah,
give me that list one more time.
Huh?
Yeah.
Give me that list one more time. Who was it again?
I was Mickey James, Gail Kim, Velvet Sky, Melina, Awesome Kong. It's me, all them. You know, I took pictures with all them before.
Yep. Oh yeah, like yeah, Velvet was definitely cool, and
yeah, Velvet's definitely
and Angelina too. And I was like, yeah, but
they was just here too because you know the NWA show was here too.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right, because their 74th anniversary, and yeah, I had to admit, yeah, the one person I had to keep my cool around was Victoria, because I was like, yo, you know how they say sometimes TV don't do certain people justice?
That is true.
Yeah. I was like, hey, and I think like at the time, like I know it's like, hold up, she 40? Like
Man, let me tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Kiera, you look how close I am to this character. Kiera Hogan.
Yep.
Oh, that's one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Kiera Hogan. Yeah.
I was about to say, even though she played for another team, though, but yeah.
I am still beating myself over the head over the fact that I still did not get a photo with Sasha Steele, Big Swole, Faye Jackson. I am still kicking myself in the head for not getting photos with them. I'm still beating myself over the head with them. I was so happy to get a photo with Shane Taylor, but I did not get a photo with them, those ladies, and it's still driving me crazy. I did manage to get a photo with Savannah Evans. Oh, I got a crush on her too. But yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. But yeah,
okay. No,
I got two more. Deanna Purrazzo and Athena.
You met Athena? Oh, now is she nice?
Super nice.
Cool.
Oh yeah, she's chill, man. It's like yeah, because I actually got to see
Athena's my girl.
Yeah, because I actually got to see her like right over Takeover Philly, and
okay, yeah, that's what's up.
She was because a lot of the girls are actually pretty cool. So it's like
that's good. Yeah, well, y'all are lucky. I mean, so now Savannah Evans, I never heard of Zargon. I mean, I might have seen her face, but probably.
Oh, she's an Impact right now.
Yeah, she rides with Tasha Steele right now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's on Tasha.
Oh,
that girl's fine.
Hey, Quentin, you ever get a chance to meet Rosemary? I've heard she's nice.
Not yet. Hopefully one day.
I got a few. I like that answer. Not yet. I like that answer. Not yet.
I got a Facebook friend who took a picture with Rosemary. I think she's pretty nice too, even though she does all that weird paint and everything like that. But I've heard she's nice, But
shit, she could paint my face. Shit, I'll take a picture.
Yeah, you know who else is actually pretty cool? And I actually had to admit she was like. I had to admit she was like the definitely coolest one. It was like Francine. Yeah,
I can see that because Francine. I see the ECW. I've heard most of the people from ECW back in the day were the nicest people because their fans were legit because they were hardcore. Their fans were based like a family.
Yeah, because they fans are fucking crazy too.
That's true. Yeah,
the fans is crazy as no.
That's why I never went to the arena.
No, but look, the best WWE you ever did, I think, for the most part, 2005 One Night Stand, because those were legit fans. And I remember the follow-up year when they did it again, they booed John Cena out of the building like crazy. Yep. And it's like, remember John Cena do a shirt out of the crowd and somebody threw it back. I'm like,
that's because he was the establishment.
Right, yeah.
Pretty much.
The thing is, Cena got a taste of real wrestling fans. And he got a taste of what it's like to be rejected.
Anybody. Because remember, like a couple months later, when they had Big Show versus Batista on the WWE ECW. Yeah, dude, I thought that was the first time I actually think I heard like a WWE show like try to censor audience, but it didn't work.
Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, you're not going to censor ECW fans. That's not happening.
Especially like if you up in New York and
hell yeah.
Yeah, up in Hammerstein or Buffalo, forget it.
The Hammertime Ballroom. The Hammerstein Ballroom is sacred ground.
Yeah, probably next to 2300 or whatever they're calling it now. The old ECW arena in Philly. That's their 1-2 punch is the ECW arena in Philly and Hammerstein Ballroom in New York.
Okay. People in Philly crazy too. So it go hand in hand. It go hand in hand.
Well, Shay, we're the city that threw snowballs at Santa.
Pretty much. I got the nerve to call it brotherly love. I don't get it.
No,
man.
Philly especially here's the stories I've heard about Philly. Especially now, this pertains to the NFL games. If you're a Cowboys fan, you go to Philly Stadium, watch out because if you sit up in the nosebleed seats or cheap seats, fans literally start to mess with you. And if you go to the bathroom, fans will follow you in the bathroom, and something bad might happen. So that's why, because that stadium is built over a jail, over a prison, an old prison.
Yep.
So
Hey, I can vouch. Them stories is true, and that ain't just for the Cowboys either. Even though they were usually the chief victims of it.
yeah, because basically, because Philly fans hate the Cowboys like with a passion. They
Yeah, most people most fans just talk shit. Yeah, I mean, you have some that'll fight, but Philly, no, it's all the time. Like
it's legit. Yeah,
they
it's
see
legit,
it, like, and they see you with a different jersey on.
yeah.
I made the mistake of doing that shit. Oh my god, I had to knock somebody out.
And that's why, nah, bro. I would tell you, like, I lived up there for almost a quarter century. Never
Oh
went
no,
to an
I
Eagle
never,
game
I never
once.
lived up there. I used to live in Delaware.
Oh yeah.
So if you take the R2, it takes like what, an
Yep.
hour. If you take the Greyhound, it's like an hour. So I used to go up there because my ex-girlfriend, she lived in Philly. So I used to go up down. This is like 2005, 2006. So I'm like 18 at the time. So I'm like soaking wet. So I went up there because I'm a Patriots fan. I went up there with a Patriots jersey on after the Patriots beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 As soon as I got off the R2, it was right. Oh my god!
Whew,
As
brother,
soon as I got off the
said,
R2 train, it was
you had some balls doing that.
so.
I
So
swear.
you basically, what is that? Is that Market Street? It's
Market.
been so long, like right there. Oh my god!
Yeah,
It's like
you
you
should
did
turn
in the
into
heart of
Market.
the city. Oh my god! I said never again.
Yeah.
So basically,
Oh
so basically, you got messed with the minute you got off the train. So somebody got in your face.
Off the train, and I just worried just cause I wasn't, I'm 18, I'm dumb as hell. So
Yeah.
But the thing
yeah,
is, here's the thing is, it's just a football game. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not.
you
But
know,
some fans, that's what I'm saying. Fanatics, fans, they take shit
Yeah.
overboard. They do.
I don't take it
They do
seriously.
over the top shit.
But like I said, since I've gotten the warnings, you see my hat, don't you? This is a Cowboys hat.
Yeah.
I will never go to Philly to see the Cowboys play. If I go to see the Cowboys play, it will be a ticket, a one-way ticket
you'd be
for a
down
return
there.
trip. It'll
You'd
be
be
all.
No, you could.
It'll be
Like,
Arlington,
if you-
it'll only be Arlington, Texas, and that's it.
Nah, if you go there and you just wearing neutral clothes, like you're not wearing any team or whatever, people don't really won't fuck with you. But when they see that team, that logo,
Yep.
Stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
that's
And
when it get
let me tell
crazy.
you, that was, like I said, and Cowboys are number one. The Giants ain't that damn far behind.
I can't stand the
Sure.
Giants, and I live
think
in
at
New
one
York,
time
so
the Redskins were also mostly hated too, but that's just me. So, but
True.
you know.
But they're more they more hated down, ironically enough, down in Dallas.
Oh, of course, yeah. Because and me, I know I had a supervisor I used to work with. She was a Skins fan, but it was all in fun. We always just talking smack in fun, but we're still cool. But yeah, I despise the, or basically now the Commanders. What the fuck?
I don't know who thought to put that as a name. I'm still calling them the Redskins. I don't care.
That was the owner. Yeah, I know. The owner did that happened. This all happened basically due to the George Floyd situation when all the racial tension and all the ethnic tension,
But then again, they've been doing that for like years when it came to Washington because remember their original owner. Yeah, he named it out of like intentional racism.
Oh yeah, well,
I mean, but then again, they did change, the Washington Bullets to the Wizards. So I mean, it kind of makes sense.
And also the Redskins owner at the time, he was racist because he wouldn't recruit black players, and until the management changed, and if I hired the first black player, years ago, even my dad, because my dad comes from that era, the era of racism, the civil rights movement and everything.
Yeah.
That's why he hated Redskins too, as a fan, and even though today it's all fair and well mixed and a lot of black, he still would never like the Redskins because they wouldn't recruit black players. The Cleveland Browns were the first NFL team to start recruiting black players all those years ago at the time. So, so when Cleveland started recruiting black players, other teams followed suit because they saw they had no choice because they saw how good they were. But the Redskins, only Redskin player I respected wearing a uniform was Doug Williams, their first only black quarterback at the time.
Yeah, then again, and like I said, that owner literally said he ain't gonna hire no nigga.
Really? Yeah. You really said that? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you know. Well, once again, owner / cracker. But anyway, we've been going for 2 hours now.
And
Damn, it's been 2 hours already? That quick?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
hey, time flies, baby.
Yeah, this is the first time I've gone 2 hours. Usually I just go an hour with certain topics and then I wrap it up. But Reese, I wanted to ask you. Okay, when you say the TV didn't do Victoria justice, she looked that good in person, or better,
brother. Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, yeah. That with all due respect to Eddie Guerrero, yeah, Victoria is the real Latino heat.
Wow. And you know what? I'm gonna share a story with you. I can try to send it to you or link you to it, but she has I think a 30-second, 40-second sex tape out there that's leaked. This is back when Paige stuff leaked, you know.
Yep.
I found one on Victoria. Yeah, it's actually she's been over getting it doggy style, and she's and she's good. And look, she's good. Hey, look, she's good.
I wanna be shocked and surprised, but nothing in the internet world surprises me anymore.
But then again, let's also remember that that Victoria, you know, actually now that I mentioned Eddie Guerrero, remember like when Eddie and China quote unquote broke up?
Yeah.
Victoria was one of those girls in the shower with Eddie.
Right. Okay.
She was.
Damn.
Hey, you know.
God damn.
Yes, the things we remember, right?
I didn't even damn. Now I gotta look for it again and see, because it be some stuff I'll be overlooking. Like I'm like, damn, I didn't realize that.
A lot of cameos and segments, man. Wrestling, crazy.
It's like when you go back and look and try and find
like shit that you overlooked. You'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like the one time you overlook MVP being one of them security guards when Kurt Angle was doing his gold medal challenge, or like
definitely
one time Lita was one of the Godfather's hoes. Like
she was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So wait a minute, was this long before Team?
Yeah, this was like even before. Yeah, this is like even before she was Miss Congeniality in like ECW.
I thought the first time I saw her was when she was a manager with that guy S.A. Rios. That's when I first saw her. I didn't know she was one of the hoes.
She was. I must have missed that.
I must have missed that. So she must have went from one of the hoes or Miss Congeniality to one of the hoes, and then she was with S.A. Rios, and then when S.A. Rios disappeared, that's when she joined the Team Extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Wow, so Lita was part of the whole train. Well, according to Matt, she was a hoe because, of course, you know the whole Edge situation. But anyway, that's
oh my god! No, he did.
Hey, speaking of hoes, being a hoe, do you remember when her last match when she lost title? And
Crime Time.
Crime Time. Yep, that was that. We're having
speaking of Philly moments.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Speaking of Philly moments.
Yeah, that's right. That pay-per-view wasn't Philly. Okay, and remember, I wonder if that dildo was really hers. If she really had a dildo. Really, I mean, I can't see Lita having a dildo. I mean, I know you're saying sometimes you just need a thing, but this is Lita. She can probably have any man she wants. Why do you need a sex toy? I mean,
hey, some people are just extra. Some people just extra freaks. So I mean.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if she uses it. If she uses it as a strap on with Edge, but you know,
oh my god,
that's a possibility though. You know, some people would be wanting to try things, but anyway, okay. No, Reese, go ahead. What you saying?
Yeah, because I was like, hey, that's like first of all, yeah, Shad cracked me up. By the way, God rest Shad Gaspard, by the way, but then. They did JBL dirty at that point when it was like, you want me to Spain? I got them for me. Oh, you got some notes. So take that. And it's like, there you go.
Okay.
And then they threw up panties and took JBL's money, and I'm like,
just dumb shit that they do. Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of dumb
goofy shit that they do.
Oh, speaking of goofy shit. Speaking of goofy shit, when JBL had his assistant Jillian Hall, when she was started singing.
Yeah.
that song actually became a song on a streaming platform. I'm like, who the hell would listen to that shit? I mean, and
You'd be surprised.
Her voice was her voice was horrendous.
I mean, hell,
Jillian loves black dudes.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she got a whole child by a black man.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh,
she messed with the nation, man.
Thankfully, hopefully she didn't sing to catch his attention.
Hey, look, she must have been with she was hit by a real nation of domination.
Oh my God.
We are the nation.
But I was about to say,
I was about to answer this. I think this kid in the comments, I'm like, yeah, man, I met a lot of wrestlers, dude.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, the thing is, the ones you mentioned, the list. I know that's cool. They were super nice because I've heard negative stories about Mickie James and some, but it wasn't with fans, but it was just with her personality in general, which is why she got released in WWE because one time she was partying too much, and she was. But that's he say she say. But now, as far as Kong, I've heard Kong is real nice because I saw a shoot video with Kong, and Kong mentioned about a lot of the girls who would suck the cock just for the push. Yeah. I believe that. Diva skanks,
Oh, you could definitely see that. You could see it a mile away. Like 1 minute they losing to everybody, and then the next second they the champion. You're like, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
So that I definitely believe.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like I said, another person who's pretty cool, Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz is legit. Yeah, and she can wrestle too.
I met Jazz too. Yeah,
super. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So the thing is, Jazz, even though Jazz doesn't have looks, Jazz got skills. Yep. That's different. See, if I'm a wrestling promoter,
I have to take a picture with her.
Actually, like the day I met her, she was actually getting inducted by a company called Women's Sports Uncensored for their 3rd anniversary, and it was actually her and Molly Holly were both getting inducted at that point in time. So.
Oh wow!
Now Molly Holly, I've heard, is real nice. Now even Xbox said that Molly Holly was a class act in the business. She's an angel. Yep. Never slept with nobody. Worked hard, and like I said, because she also had skills. I mean, so she if you have looks and skills, that's a good combination. If you got looks and you got skills, but I think Molly Holly also. Molly Holly.
By the way, I just gotta say, damn. I never thought I'd say this. I was like, man, I was jealous of the Macho Man.
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
Everybody forgets. She was Miss Madness, and she used to come out wrestling in that evening gown back in the day.
Oh, okay. Miss Madness. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Elizabeth because she was beautiful too. Now Elizabeth was the original diva. Yeah. But thing is, even though she wasn't a wrestler, she was the blueprint of the whole diva era, of the diva trend. Sure. Now Sunny is credited with being the most downloaded diva because she was looks. She was the future foundation for future divas. She was basically the foundation for the diva search. Well, I call it the diva skank search, which was basically a search because Vince McMahon, I guess, had already stopped sleeping with his wife, so he needed some new pussy. So, and of course, he got it in droves.
Oh my God, not the droves.
Yeah, he did. He got it in droves. Trust me.
Not the droves.
Christy Hemme, I bet he might have slept with half of the Godfather's hoes, for all we know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's definitely a possibility.
Vince was probably the number one customer on the whole train. Behind the scenes, of course. So not only did he sleeping with the parent. What's that? Go ahead.
I was saying, speaking of this name, I'm sorry to change the subject.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I met Goku from Dragon Ball Z too. Sean Shamel, really nice guy too.
Cool. Okay, that's cool. Hey, you lucky, man. You blessed. You met a lot of celebrities. That's good. You know who I met? I never met any of the ladies, but in my lifetime, I met and got autographed from Rikishi and from Rikishi and Diamond Dallas Page. And Diamond Dallas Page shook my hand, so he was cool. I mean, I get a picture with him because what it is, it was at my job. This is back when WCW was doing the credit cards with Capital One. I was attending Capital One, so he autographed my shirt, and I got an autographed picture of with his credit card. That's it. Back then I didn't have a cell phone for pictures. Yeah. Now I met Rikishi the night he came to Richmond, Virginia, in the Coliseum for SmackDown. I met him when it was being taped. It was taped Sunday, but he aired it Thursday. So at the time, I met him. He shook my hand because I was in the line, of course. You know me. He signed a picture of mine from his picture from a magazine, which I still have too. He signed a picture, so
Yeah, like it is. Funny thing is like there's like a lot of the mid card guys are pretty cool because like hell even like
It always
there are
seems to
some
be that way.
yeah,
there are some main
That's
eventers
kind of
that can be
true.
cool too because because I admit like one time my friend got to meet the $1 Million Man, and he actually not only did he sign my friend's Bible, but he also got a picture with the actual $1 Million belt.
cool.
And he actually, and even though like I heard the story before, but it was like, oh shit, it is the real one because it's like and then but I didn't tell my friend till like way after the picture. It was like, wait a minute, did it have 3 diamonds in the back of the belt somewhere? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Then you had the legit belt.
I bet you that belt was worth a fortune too, for real. If it had all them diamonds in it, I bet you it's worth probably millions, maybe even billions now.
Shit. Speaking of a belt, I met Nick Aldis too, and I got to hold the NWA belt.
The 10 pounds
cool.
gold.
Oh, so you met Mick James and her husband. Cool. Okay, I see.
Yeah, that was the same day. That was doing the first NWA show they had here.
Oh, hey, is Nick Aldis nice? Is he cool?
Oh yeah, super cool dude, laid back.
Cool. Yeah. I like that. See, a lot of the mid card guys.
Old school
go ahead.
NWA champion because like a lot of them, they do like the old guys like Harley and like Ric Flair and like them who like came out like dressed to the nines and but still talk to a lot of the fans because they know like they still have like that territory mindset even now we're getting all this exposure and whatnot.
Shit, that's not a current world title that I haven't seen yet.
Cool. I mean, yeah. You must live in an area where wrestling comes to town on a regular basis. You know, that's good. See, back in the 80s, back when I was little. See, I was too young to go, but my sister went because she stopped being a fan when she grew up, but I never stopped. I live in Richmond, Virginia. Richmond Coliseum, and NWA came to town almost all the time. I didn't get to go to my first match until '87. I saw the main event I saw was Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors versus Lex Luger, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair. So that was this is '87. This is like months before the very first War Games. But I had a blast because I got my first T-shirt.
Right before the Great American Bash,
and the wrestling was awesome from start to finish. I saw Wahoo McDaniel, I saw Rick Rude, I saw Manny Fernandez, I saw Ole Anderson. This is after he turned a babyface at the time. Remember we thought
when they kicked him out the Horseman because
I saw Ole Anderson. And look, Lex Luger was a beast. He was that was a big dude at the time. He was a big dude. I mean, they all wore the robes. Look at this. We had good seats down on the floor, and when Flair and them came to the ring, Flair looked down at my sister and winked at her. That's what she told me. I didn't see it, but I was too busy looking for the Road Warriors, because I heard the Black Sabbath Iron Man over the loudspeaker. I got up and I was doing the air guitar. Sorry, and the Road hit around. I was my first match. I was in Hog Heaven. I was seeing stars. I was watching on TV religiously every week on Channel 6 here in Virginia.
Because I know like Richmond, Norfolk, that was definitely NWA territory.
Yeah, it was South. It was South. Yeah, South because I didn't see the WWF until years later because when they came to Coliseum at one time, I saw him on Saturday night because I actually saw Hulk Hogan live that night because it was the season premiere Saturday night's main event, and actually the announcer in the ring was one of the members of the Cream Team. The
Phillips.
The pedophile, the black dude. Yeah, of course. I was a kid. I was a kid. I didn't know it at the time. So I didn't know that all the same time.
I think because I know sometimes when they did Saturday Night Main Event, like sometimes it would be like Saturday Night Main Event and Wrestling Challenge, and other times it'd be like Saturday Night Main Event and Superstars taping. So they kind of like.
Oh yeah, the show I went to Saturday night was just a house show because this is like after Hercules Hernandez turned babyface before being made a slave, trying to be made a slave. No, this is what I saw, and also the Powers of Pain debuted because they left it at NWA because they were nervous because they had legit heat with the Road Warriors. So. The matches, and like I said, Tito Santana brought him in because remember Rick Martel got hurt from Strike Force? Yeah, because a guy probably said That's bullshit. I want the Road Warriors because we saw the Warlord Barbarian came in.
Yep.
So I think I saw one of the Bulldogs. I saw Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan's a big dude too because like I said, he was the main event. He came to the ring out of the crowd and started beating on Virgil and everything. It was a tag match. Remember, it was a tag match. It was Hercules and Hulk Hogan versus Ted DiBiase and Virgil.
Oh yeah, because they were probably setting up for they were probably setting up for SummerSlam.
Yeah. This was like, I think it was like 88 or something like that. But I said when I was a kid and I saw this, of course, like I said, this was wrestling's golden era.
Yep.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I was in Hall Cabin because I saw. I mean, I never got to meet him, but I saw him in person. I saw him live. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And I'd say like an experience I had, even though I didn't get the picture with him. Like I was just walking around like during this meet and greet, whatever. Somehow I found myself in a circle between Larry Zbyszko, Harley Race, and Roddy Piper.
oh, that's good company right there. That's good company.
And I was like, okay. Yeah, because I was like, dude, I'm like around 3 of the all-time greatest, and it's just like such a place where I got to shake hands, talk with them a little bit, and just thank them for what they did. And I was glad I got to meet Harley once before he passed away. So, and Roddy.
Oh yeah, I would have given anything to meet Roddy Piper because look at this. My first shirt was a Legion of Doom shirt. My second shirt was a Hot Rod shirt. I actually had a Hot Rod shirt. And the thing is, both shirts, I wore them things to death because I wore them till they were torn and faded. Literally, every day during the summer, I could wear a Hot Rod shirt every day of the week.
And then of course, like I know, like a lot of fans that are asked about the They Live stuff, and then of course the WrestleMania 1. Oh, which by the way, if anybody did not see that biography on WrestleMania 1, please check it out.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, everybody check out the Heels Life podcast, and also check out the Wolfpack podcast with JQ and the other brothers. All right, y'all want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah. It's after 1. Yeah. It's been fun.
It's 1 in the morning out here.
Yeah, it's 1:04 where I'm at. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody in the chat for tuning in. Brother Gotten Huggins, Brother Sherman Scott, happy birthday. I want to send a shout out to our brother Zargon Kid Stacy. I spoke with him again. We tried to go live last Saturday, but I missed the window, like I said, because he lives in London. So shout out to Kid Stacy. Shout out to the Heels for Life podcast once again. This is Brother Zargon, Rockin' Reese, and Brother Q, Black Z Fighter, and yours truly. Want to say peace and blessings, and y'all have a blessed night.
Night, everybody.
Follow me on TikTok.
Oh yeah. Good night to Mr. TikTok Thought.